And welcome back. And welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show. It's me, Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio, and the guy that's going to be with me first time in the booth at Williams Stadium. Let's bring him on in. He is the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna. Good to see you, Bill.
Good to see you. First time in the real booth.
Yes.
Williams. We've always been on the visitor side. This is the first time we get to actually sit in the nice air-conditioned area.
Yep. Yeah, but still gonna miss it. I mean, because there was something about the shack. That's what we called it, the shack. And being right there and feeling everybody stomping on the thing, and we actually found the rumbling up there. There was still something about it, a little nostalgic being right there. And I was set this year. We're going to have the microphone out on top of the shack, and we just unfortunately couldn't do that. But at the booth, that'll be really interesting new way, and we'll see how that rolls with it. So that being said, it's the Sachse Mustangs. It's the pregame show, and a little rough go right here right now as far as the Sachse Mustangs are concerned.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. This is a territory that Sachse is not used to being in with all the success it's had over the years. But I just don't think Sachse is able to find its identity. I mean, you have a quarterback situation where right now they're trying to lean on Brendan George, which I think is the right thing to do. But I just don't think there's a comfort zone for him yet. I think because you have Grayson King that will spend some time on there. We should have Victor Jesus Gutierrez back this week as he was out with an illness last week. So I just don't think they found their identity where they feel comfortable yet on the offensive side there.
Talk a little bit about that, because your experience as far as your coaching career, as far as indoor football and everything else, but just because you're special team doesn't mean that you don't got your nose in the middle of the offense. Talk a little bit about the comfort level. Talk about how important that is, especially at this stage of their careers. Obviously, high school, getting ready for college.
Well, and you're dealing with a team that had all area athlete last year in Orgy, and he went to Michigan. So first of all, those are tough shoes to fill, as he was just so multidimensional. But you're in three guys that haven't started for Sachse. You're trying to find out who that is. At Coach Barron's start of the year, he rotated to see where he could find that groove. And, usually in the first couple of games, you seem to find that. Matter of fact, on our team with the Frisco Fighters, we went the first three games where we rotated two quarterbacks, one for the first half, one for the second half, and we found our identity. We found where we could be successful. And we're through game 5 right now, and I just don't think it's set. I think we want to push forward with Brendan and George. Right now, it's just as a team, it just hasn't felt comfortable. Now, with that being said, we've seen a little bit more on the offense than what we saw in the first couple of games. We've seen a little bit
last 2 games. Mm-hmm.
So we're starting to see it turn right now. So hopefully we're getting to where we need to be. But right now we're going into game 6, and now it's survival mode. We need to win, because right now we're already down. We're 1-2 in the district. Top 4 teams make the playoffs, and right now we're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, they're going to have to go into this game thinking that this is definitely now one game at a time. That being this one, Naaman Forest Rangers have had some success, but they've actually backed off a little bit as far as that success. A big victory here also, kind of moves them up a little bit more in the standings. So taking one game at a time is going to be really big here, especially against the Rangers.
Well, and Naaman Forest is they're 1-3, but they're probably the best 1-3 team out there. They've done really well. They just got done playing Wiley East a couple weeks ago, and they were pretty competitive. They pretty good against them. They lost 36-22. Obviously it was a 14-point game, but I think that game was a little bit closer. If you look at the numbers, they're a little bit closer. So they've been competitive. First game of the season, they played a Louisville team, lost 20-7. Louisville team, one of the top teams in the region or in the area. So they've played some pretty good competition. They've held up really well against some of this competition. So like I said, they're probably one of the best 1-3 teams out there. So it's not going to be a shoe-in for Sachse like it's been in previous seasons.
Well, you take a look at this one. A victory will push them to 2-1 within the district. A loss obviously pushes them to where they would be. But as far as that game is concerned, how it will take the Rangers back, so that's going to be huge. This is and not only that, when I looked at all the things that what we're going to talk about here, especially on the offensive side of the ball, we're going to see about the same team. I mean, but the difference being is how many rushers that the Rangers are going to bring compared to the Sachse Mustangs this week.
Well, and their main rusher is Isaiah Cunnings, and he's carried the ball 81 times through 4 games. That's averaging 20 carries a game for 440 yards. Obviously on our side of the ball, we have Pope Akana, which he's rushed the ball 60 times in 4 games. So he's averaging 15 yards a carry, but he's got a couple hundred yards more than what Cunning does. So they're both valuable. I think right now with the struggles that Sachse has had on the offensive side, Akana has been that much more valuable to Sachse than Cunning has been for Naaman Forest, because Naaman Forest, they've been successful through the air as well.
And you take a look at this, if that run game does not work, or even at that point, just as a time to change it up, you got Brendan George that's going to have to throw the football. We have seen some success from him for the last couple of weeks, mainly keeping the interceptions low. That is a big thing, as we saw earlier in the season with the passing game was really, first of all, non-existent. And when it was there, it was turnover city. So they kind of got that under control. So if the running game does not start working, they're going to have to lean on something. And this is a time where I think they have the opportunity to move forward with that passing game, because they've got a lot of weapons there.
Well, and you're correct. Sachse had 5 interceptions the first 2 games of the season. They've had 3 in the last 3 games, which obviously is a lot better. It's 3 more than what you want to have. But right now for this season, we've thrown more interceptions than we have for touchdown passes.
Absolutely, so, yes.
Like I said, we can't be giving turnover, especially on some of these teams that have been very successful. You've got to go in there and you've got to play, not flawless game, but you got to play a smart game and eliminate the turnovers, and that hasn't happened so far this season.
Yeah, and you're right. And it's about the consistency. We've been talking about it all year long, keeping the consistency going on. But what I think they really need to do, and what huge, is defensively. Stop this as this team coming in being the Rangers. Stop that running game. That's going to be one of the biggest things that they're going to have to do moving forward into that game, because then you have to spark it and see how they're going to do with the passing game to try to beat the Sachse Mustangs. So I think the key to this game is definitely stopping the running game coming from Naaman Forest and the Rangers in order for them to get this victory. When you're looking at this, what do you think the keys to the game in order for the Mustangs to get the victory are?
Well, the defense. Right now, through 5 games, they're averaging giving up 45 points. Only 1 game under 40 points have they given up. So when it comes to Naaman Forest, you're right. You got to slow down Cunning. He does get the ball quite a lot, but they've got a trio of receivers that are getting that Paralysis is getting the ball out to. That between the 3 of them, they have 51 receptions, and that's Dylan Turner, Jose Flores, and Hayden Denton. So they're getting the receptions between those 3. They have 8 touchdowns. So you know what? If
Absolutely, and a combination. I don't think you're going to stop the run, and really, to be honest, I don't think they're going to stop the pass. It's just how much they're going to give up. So, you think they're going to get theirs, but you want to maybe cut that down a little bit so they're not so successful. So you can find a way to gain the big M, the big momentum, and really, we've seen this year where they'll catch that momentum, and then all of a sudden, the momentum will drop off, and it's like a totally different team out there that we have seen. And that has been happening a couple of times so far this season.
Well, and that's just it. If you can get pressure on that quarterback, and you take the opportunities, you got 3rd and long, you got to slow them down, and that's where Sachse has been hurting themselves through the year so far. Is that they're getting, they might make that stop on 3rd and long, but then they're getting a penalty that they shouldn't be getting.
Yes.
Right now, they're averaging 9.5 penalties a game. Last week, they got another 9 for 80 yards. So, and we had talked about it on air last week. A lot of them were at crucial times that really affected us. It continues drives that were going on by Wiley East. Those are things you got to avoid. It's the mental mistakes that will haunt you, and it puts your defense on their heels when you make a stop, but then there's a penalty that goes with it, and then all of a sudden now it's a first down.
Gonna have to throw some surprises out there this week as well. Like you said, this is a Ranger team that's much better than what their record is, and if you go in there and not really 100% ready, they could take over the game fairly quickly. So we got to watch out for that. That's going to be one day. But I think a couple of surprises are going to have to come their way for the Sachse Mustangs in order to get the victory. So that being said, I'll throw it to you. Who do you think wins, and where do you think the big portion of the game is going to be made for them in order to get that victory?
Well, it's gonna be a tough one for Sachse to win. Right now, all the experts are picking Naaman.
Yes, I saw that. Made me mad.
And yes, there is experts here in the area that pick a high school game, so it's going to be really tough. The key that I think for Sachse is make big plays on special teams.
Yes.
Special teams set the tone for the game, and one thing I kept emphasizing last week was control the tempo, and start with special teams this week for Sachse to give them an opportunity.
So I guess I'm going to ask you: we have a bye week next week. We're on the bye. What are you planning on doing? I think I already know what you're planning on doing. You got a little one there that's probably, I don't know. What are you going to do during the bye?
I think you're right on the right path there. We are actually going to go watch her high school play.
Yep.
On Friday night. They're a brand new high school out in McKinney, and right now they're only freshmen and sophomores, and they're 5-0 in varsity.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they just popped the top 20 in the area for 5A. So I think we're going to go watch them next Friday. Hopefully, going in that game, they're 6-0 and see what they can do. But I'm really excited about the progress that team is doing. But Coach Miller, Archie Miller, from the old coach from Lakeview Centennial, is now the head coach there at Frisco Emerson, and he's come out of the gates doing a great job.
Yeah, amazing. By the way, you need to bring me a Burroughs Pizza tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to happen. I know you got to work and all, but I don't think they open up before, so I think I'm out of luck as far as the Burroughs Pizza is concerned. So I'm going to have to get you to pick it up. Hey, actually, we still can do it. Thursday night, grab me a Burroughs Pizza. I'll pay for it. I'll send you the money. I needs me a barbecue, pineapple, and sausage pizza.
Okay.
And pick that up for me.
Am I your personal DoorDash? Is that what you're telling me?
Now you are, because I wanted to be able to get delivery, but it's 20 miles from my home, so it's a little outside the delivery area there. So
5 miles from mine.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, check out Burroughs Pizza. A shameless plug. If you're up in McKinney, it's the best pizza around. I'm sorry. They got some good pizza joints around here, but Burroughs takes it home from me, so make sure you check it out. So, my man, always good to see you. We'll check you tomorrow at Williams Stadium. By the way, got to pick up the credentials. We got new credentials for there, so separate ones for you. So just so that you know. All right, so and we're ready to roll. Anything else before we're out of here, Big Bang?
No, I really want to see something out of Saxon that we haven't done all year, and that's really come out with a lot of enthusiasm and set the tone of this game. I think that could be a big plus.
I think it could be fantastic, and we'll hope for it. And I'm calling the win. I'm calling. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the hopefulness inside me. I'm calling for the upset. I think they actually win this game, and they put it together, and it all just comes together like. Oh. I think that's what's going to happen. It'll all just flip the switch.
And that's just it. Put it together. You know, everything together. When you see glimpses on your offense, you need glimpses on your defense. If you have glimpses. Defense, get that special teams rolling. So that's just the thing. Put it all together, but the biggest thing is minimize the mental mistakes.
Yep.
So that's going to be the key of the game for me.
Definitely. All right, so that's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. Of course, being brought to you by the Bullet Experience. Make sure you check them out over at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett, just on the outside of Waterview, where Melvin Bullet puts together a beautiful facility for whatever sport that you're trying to get better at or get more skills. So for the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna and Big Red Butch Wesson, I'm Sonny. Everybody, welcome into the Couch Potato Sports Show. It is me, Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio. Got Big Red walking back there. And, of course, the guy off to my left, the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna. And we are here coming to you from, this is the first time in Williams Stadium we've actually been in a booth. Almost didn't get the booth, too. But we're here. Yeah, so kind of interesting.
Well, and we
got good seats.
We're usually in the shack on the other side, which it sounds like a shack, but it's a lot of fun over there because you're blended in right with the fans. So a little bit different here. You're up in the press box, and so you don't get the excitement you do on the field with the fans.
And just to let everybody know, no internet. We're rolling this on hotspots on our phone, so we may may have some problems. We will try to work through them as best as we can.
We're not going to have any problems.
Not tonight, yeah. So, all right. So, Sachse won the toss, and they're going to receive.
They're going to take the ball. We just talked about this, and this is something that Sachse wants to do. They want to set the tone of this game. And they want to come out. They want to strike first, and they want to really get that momentum off right off the bat.
So we're all set here for kickoff here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we get set for this one here. Again, both these teams are in desperation, so I think we're going to get a really good game here tonight, and whoever wins has that shot. High kick up the top, fielded by out of the bounds, and actually that was Quinn who actually received the ball that was real high. Went out. Good thing it went out of his hands because Stevens was right there. He could have ran it in for a touchdown.
Well, and it was one of those short kicks again. So at first I thought he was going to fair catch that, but he felt like he can get some yards out of it. Didn't really get much more than what he got when he caught it.
Here we go. First down and 10. Ball's on the 38-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. They're going left to right on your internet radio dial. They're in their white jerseys with their blue pants. And they're waiting on snap is George. George goes ahead. He's going to hand it to Akana. He's wrapped up. No, he breaks it out and pushes it down. How about him? He just squirts out there, and he's going to get down to the 45-yard line. And Garcia on the stop as he plays both sides of the ball. He's a running back as well.
Well, and Garcia, after that tackle came out, he had a stinger.
First down again, handed to Akana. Why not? Let's just roll it through this. This time he is wrapped up after a gain of 2 out on the football field. So he's going to take it down to about the 47-yard line of the Naaman Forest Rangers. And it was Avila on the stop for the Rangers. And that brings up second down now for the Sachse Mustangs. It is too far, one near. Actually, we'll do it. Too far, one near. We'll do it for the guys in the stands. Here's the snap. Rolling in. And ball's on the ground. And let's see who's going to get it. And it looks like the Naaman Forest. Oh, Naaman Forest had it. And now they say they get it. And it was Irvin on the recovery after the fumble. Holy smoke. A turnaround. What they were trying to do again was trying to get up, create the pace, and then a mental mistake out on the football. Yes.
It just came loose.
All right, so that means the Naaman Forest Rangers get the first turnover of the game, and they are all set and ready to rock and roll as it is Peerless is at the quarterback position. Is 3 near, 1 far for the Rangers and the wide receiving position. Put the ball out, and it's caught, and getting around the corner, taking it down to about the 41-yard line was Zero Radford and Chester on the stop. So both zeros out on the football field and playing both sides of the ball, as Radford also plays defense for this football team. And also the Rangers, they don't have as much personnel as we have out on the football field.
No, we've seen this year in, year out, that they've just got a short amount of personnel. So it's something that you want to look at here in the fourth quarter.
All right, here's second down for the Rangers. Hand the ball out. Cunning was wrapped up, and they had their eyes on it big time as Tally on the stop for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and great job by Tally to make penetration and stop him for a 2-yard loss. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
So third down now. This is a good stance by the Mustang defense. Let's see if they can hold it off to where they might end up punting. If they get some yards, they could be in that no man's land, and they may go for it on 4th down. So let's see what they do here on 3rd down. 4 wide receiver package. Too far, too near for the Rangers. Peerless in the backfield, waiting on the snap, and they hand it off, and they are on it. Immediate ball's on the ground. This time the Rangers get it, and they do advance it, but they're saying he was down at the 40-yard line of the Mustangs as Camden George was there for the stop.
Yeah, and I don't think Naaman Forest is going to hesitate on this. I think they're going to look at going for it on 4th down, as right now we're at a 4th and 3.
So 4th down now for the Rangers. They're going right to left on your internet radio dial. They're in all green with the white text. They're looking to the sideline as Peerless. He's trying to get a call from the sideline. And I'm not sure why this is taking a long time. Play clock now is down to 7. And all right, so there they go. They're going to the line. 3 wide receiver set. 2 near, 1 far for the Rangers. As they look it over, and it's going to be a delay of a timeout. Yep, a timeout.
Yeah, looks like called timeout right before that delay.
A timeout on the football field, of course, means a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening to coverage of the 2022 Sachse Mustangs varsity football team. We'll be right back. Potato Sports Show. We are early. 9:04 left to go here in this first quarter. We're knotted up at 0. No one on the board yet, but here comes a big 4th down for the Rangers as they got a 4 wide receiver package in. Too far, too near. Then in the backfield is Cunning.
Sachse needs to be disciplined on here, as this is an easy opportunity for them to get them off sides, and so this is where Sachse's really got to be disciplined.
See what happens, and they did. They got the free play. There it goes, and Peerless is going downfield, and ball pot. Oh, in and out of the hands of Radford, and that was exactly what you said, Bill. Discipline was not there, and Radford unable to bring it in, but that was a nice pass.
Well, and it was a free pass. It was a free play, and Perales knew that, so that's why I went through that. And really, that ball should have been caught, and I tell you what, Radford is telling himself, man, that should have been mine. But once again, early in this game, 2 mental mistakes. First by the fumble and now by the offsides on 4th down are things that Sachse cannot do.
All right, so Perales, thank you for the update on his name. I said it wrong, so there we go. Of course, I don't have my glasses on, so that doesn't help. But here we go. All right, so they do get the first down off of the penalty offsides. So here we go. 3 wide. Mark that. Well, it's kind of a 3 wide receiver set. They got the tight end backing off of the play. He needs to move up a little bit as far as that, because
illegal formation, they're not going to get it. Peerless looking for the pass, and it is intercept. Is it intercept? No, it is. It's caught. Man, that was close. Turner on the reception. They didn't get anything. They might have lost the yard as Chester was right there. Was it Chester or Foley?
Foley.
Foley.
And this was actually a screen pass, but Foley was right on top of Turner, and Turner actually caught the ball hanging on to Foley, and so really Foley had him wrapped up even when he caught the ball.
All right, so that's going to bring up second down. They lost about 3 yards on that play as they went ahead and handed off, cutting right up the middle, and he just buffaloed all the way there. He's about a yard shy of the first down as he was initially hit, and then he just rolled over the guy who initially hit him. Georgia eventually on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs.
Yeah, and he just rolled over Chester as he just hit him mano a mano and just knocked him backwards and was able to move forward.
Got bad lights right in my eyes right there, just like, so we're having a hard time seeing the numbers. Now they're moved out. Oh, thank you. There he goes. So thanks. Here's the handoff coming again, and he finds the big hole, pushes it down to the 15-yard line, 41 on the stop, Brunswick for the Mustangs, but not before they move the change, and that's what's happening here. It's a consistent running and moving of the change right now.
Well, and we saw that with Cunning. We talked about him in the pregame. I mean, he's got so much strength, so much upper body. You look at him, and he looks like a linebacker the way he's built.
Absolutely, and getting through the holes and just knocking people out of the way and then squirting through is what's been happening. And they go ahead and hand off to him again. This time he's wrapped up, 42 on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. That was Brumbaugh on the stop, and a couple of other of his friends out there as well as Counts. So that brings up now second down for the Mustang.
Well, and that's one
Mustang
thing,
defense.
That's one thing with Cunning. You're going to have to get a couple of bodies on him because with that strength that he has, going one-on-one with his momentum is going to be tough to bring him down.
7:03 left to go here in this first quarter as the clock continues to run here. As they go ahead and get the snap, they hand off to Cunning again. This time the Mustangs are there, stopping him. It's going to bring up third down. Tally on the stop, as well as Brunswick. And they are spying him because those guys have been in all the tackles when Cunning has been wrapped up right there in the middle.
Well, and that's 5 carries straight by Cunning. So what they also may be doing is setting up their passing game with bringing Cunning right up the middle every play, but looks like they've brought him out and they've brought in Garcia in the backfield now.
Radford and Hall on the wideouts for the Rangers as it's third down and about 6, maybe even 7. So here goes Peerless. He goes ahead. He's going to roll out after the play action, throws it to the end zone. Easy touchdown for the Rangers. Flores catches that one, and he's just easily out and just floated it right there to where he can run right to it.
Yeah, and just an easy post pattern across the middle of the field, and he was able to find some room there and get into the end zone.
So they're going to bring on the extra points, and I need to move here to that right there. All right, cool. We'll be ready for that. All right, so they bring on the kicking unit. And they don't have anybody marked as the kicker, so we got to try to find it. Just so I forgot to tell you that, Bill. That was my bad. Number 42 with the kicking duties, and there's going to be a flag, so they'll probably back them up. It's probably false start. So, and we did not. And 40, just so that you know, I looked all over the place, even on the main roster. 42 was not there for the Rangers. So. Because there was no kicker. I was looking for the kicker when I was doing our pages here. So that backs them up. So instead of it being, the normal field goal, it turns into a 25-yard field goal instead of 20.
Extra point.
Yep. So, oh, wow, we do. Wow, look at that. There it is. We can take a peek up there on some of the replays. All right, here's the snap. It's high, and this one's going to be blocked by the Mustangs. If they can pick it up and run with it, and they are unable to. No, they got it. Pushing it down to the 50, now to the 40. Here come the Rangers trying to catch up to him at the 20, and they do. Man, oh man, what a play. I had the opportunity there for the Mustangs. Number 32 was pushing it down there, and that was Hunt on the pickup, and he was finally pushed out of bounds by Johnson of the Rangers. So now after the kick. So there's a quick breakout on the football field after the touchdown. It's 6-0 in favor of the Rangers. 6:08 left to go. We'll be right back.
Being taken for a ride? Check out Costco Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Costco Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CostcoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
Is fresh. Yes, the coffee is fresh over at Costco Insurance. We're back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we get set here for the kickoff here for the Rangers. And remember, they had that short kick, so we'll probably be looking for the Sachse Mustangs Quinn, because that's the side they prefer to go unless he puts a full boot into it. So let's see what they set up here for the kickoff here for the Rangers, as they have the lead here. Again, 6:08 left to go here in the first quarter, and that's off of a turnover, so they were able to make some moves with that. There's the kick up, and it's going to be out, and there's the fair catch, and it is caught. He might have wanted to hold on to that one, that being Quinn. He had some room. He could have maybe pushed it up to the 40.
Yeah, that one I thought he had some room to make a return, unlike the first kickoff, but he chose to do fair catch. But with that being said, he also fair caught it really early. He didn't give an opportunity for it to set up.
So here it goes. The Sachse Mustangs on their own 29-yard line. They'll be moving left to right on your internet radio dial as George is in the lineup. 3 wide receiver stack. They go that way. Ball is caught, pushing around, and that's Scott, and he's going to get down to about the 35-yard line. Gain of 5 there on first down, and it is Garcia on the stop for the Rangers.
Well, that was great. Good block by Creel out there on the sideline there to get Scott a little bit more room to pick up some extra yardage.
All right, now 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs as they get squared away here. Man in motion is Creel, but they hand it off to Akana. Akana just squeaking his way in there. He's going to get the first down. Well, it's right there. It might be, yep, it's going to be enough for the first down. So good job there by Akana. Bridges on the stop for the Rangers. So that brings up first down. Clock is now, it's stopped right now.
Well, they stop it on first down.
That's right. There we go. So 5-4. There they go. They started back up. 5:41 left to go here. Rangers up 6-0. So the missed field goal is an advantage for the Mustangs. They go ahead and hand it off to Akana. He's wrapped up fairly quickly as he was able to get around. And as Harris on this. Oh no, it was Harris. Big Harris. There, he picked up a couple. I didn't see him there.
Our minibus. I
saw the 2 minibus. Yeah, I like that minibus. So he's going to stay in the game for the Mustangs as a 2nd down and 4 wide receiver set. Too far, too near. His ball is caught, pushing it down there. Good play right there. That was Lockett on the reception. He's stopped by Garcia, and they'll move the chains again after a gain of about 13 or 14 yards.
Well, and Hall gave him a little bit extra cushion on there, and is able to just do a 5-yard hitch and get plenty of room to be able to pick up that first down.
Quick to the line are the Mustangs on first down and 10 on the 47-yard line. Handed off to Harris again. He's just buffaloing his way down. Ball's on the ground, and this time the Mustangs are able to get that one. On the recovery was number 76 for the Mustangs. Moore saves the turnover.
Well, in the right place at the right time to get that. You could see as Harris was carrying that ball that they were trying to go for that ball. So maybe they have some intel on Harris, knowing that he's only a sophomore. Figured they'd get some hands on that ball and see if they can make it break it loose.
All right, 2nd down and about 8. They hand the ball again to Harris. Harris is going to back up and now switch the sides of the field, and he's not going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Cunning's on the other side. Wow, they're playing both sides of the ball. I thought he only rushed the ball. So we're seeing a lot of guys for the Rangers playing both sides of the ball here tonight.
Yeah, and we talked about that. Let's see how their condition is in the fourth quarter. We've seen in previous years where they've really struggled in the fourth quarter.
Exactly. So let's see what happens here. On third down and about 4, they're at midfield. Back to passes George. Slant. Caught. And that's Lockett. Lockett's going to keep pushing. Better hold on to the ball. He's going to get down to about the 38-yard line. Hall on the stop for the Rangers. And look at what the Mustangs are doing. They want to get quick to the line and they got the big M, the momentum going. So they're getting quick to the line. George stopped by the sideline to get the play. And mark that. Yeah. Oh, no, that wasn't George. In the lineup there is Phillips, Austin Phillips. They bring him in. The block, a handoff. That that's Harris. Harris is going to push it down to about the, about the 24-yard line. Garcia on the stop as well as Stevens. And that was a good gainer on first down, 8 yards. That's big time.
Yeah, great penetration.
Opens up that playbook.
And I tell you what, we're seeing a glimpse of a future for Sachse running backs with Harris. Just his strength and his low-level carrying of that ball is going to make him successful.
Lockett's calling for the ball, but they go ahead and hand it off to Harris again. And look at him. He's going to push. He's going to get the first down. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage, and they put it right at the first down. He picked up what they needed to move the chains.
Well, it took 7 or 8 guys to get him, and they never even tackled him. Just with that lower body strength of his, he was able to stay on his feet, and they just stopped him for due to forward progress stopped.
So first down for the Sachse Mustangs, 3 near, 1 far. If you're in the stands on the other side, and George is going to be in the backfield. I see somebody else at the running back position, and it's not Akana. They hand it off. Let's see who it is. It is number 8. That's Norberg. Norberg's going to be hit immediately at the line, and he stopped there on the other side. Number 58, Bird. So he stops any gain. In fact, they lost a couple of yards on that play.
Haygood, 28.
And Haygood, 28 is in. Thank you very much there. Big Red, checking it out. When you see it, let us know in the microphone. Let me hear you, because I can't hear you. So speak up there. So there it is. All right, here's the snap from George, and they go. Hand it off. Trying to get around Norgood. Norgood is trying to get back to the, original line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of 2, maybe 3. That brings up an all-important third down now.
Yeah, an update on Akana. Right now, they are working on him. They're working on his ankle and re-wrapping him. So don't know if he twisted something, but they're wrapping him up right now. Hopefully we'll be back in soon.
We'll see probably Akana, Norberg also in and out of the lineup as Reeves is still hurt, R.C. Reeves. So here's the quick snap, and George goes up, throws it, fires it, intercepted as he was going for the end zone and pushing it down are the Rangers to the 30 and out of bounds, and Garcia on the interception. It was a nice idea, but the only problem is he just slid right up there right at the goal line.
Yeah, and once again, he's not looking at that underneath coverage, and that's all Garcia did was he was underneath. He just stepped back as George was rolling out, and he just went right into the path of the throw. Not
only that, he had a pretty darn good return as they brought it up to about the 37-yard line. So the Rangers now stop the momentum. Minute and 28 left to go in the first quarter, 6-0 in favor of the Rangers. Now that's the second time we've seen the mistake at the quarterback position from George. So the Mustangs are going to have to get that taken care of. And now what they got to do, they have to stop the Rangers now who have the momentum now. Handoff on the other side, rolling around the corner. He's going to be wrapped up on there on the other side. It was Masui. And he was tackled there by Talley. Masui? How do you say that?
I would say Masui.
Masui. That's what that's
M-S-E-W-E.
Masui. I think that's it. Masui. So it brings up second down. He gained about 5 there before he was brought down. So the giving the Mustangs any time to really do it. Here's the handoff around the corner, and this time not happening is let's see, I think that's right on the run there as he checked in, and on the stop again, Talley. We're seeing a lot of Talley here tonight too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that's great penetration by that Sachse defense to keep him in the backfield and hold him to a 3rd and long.
All right, Masui has checked back in for the Rangers. As Wright steps out, it's going to be a 3 wide receiver set here on 3rd down and about 7 Ball's on their own 41-yard line. Let's see what the defense for the Mustangs can do. Here's the snap and a fake handoff, and now he's going to go to the far field, out of the reach of the receiver Turner, and that was a little razzle dazzle work in there for the Rangers.
Well, and it was a broken play. It looks like. And it was actually a good thing that that ball was incomplete, because Perales had actually gone back about 15 yards deeper and threw that ball about 10 yards. So even if it was caught, he would have been tackled for probably a 10-yard loss. So for that to be an incompletion was probably the best thing for the Rangers.
All right, we got the kicker, the punter, Suarez.
Mm-hmm.
Suarez. So we got the punter. We just don't have the guy who's kicking the extra point, number 42. But we got him. 4th down for the Rangers. There's some substitutions happening out on the football field, and the play clock is down to nothing. So that's going to be a delay, or are they going to call a timeout?
It looks like it's going to be a delay game.
So they are. They got the yellow hanky out on the football field.
And guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's the first penalty of the quarter.
There we go. First penalty of the quarter.
No, we had one earlier with that real costly one, that offsides.
That's right. Yeah, the free play. Yes, almost costly. But it was enough for the first down, which ended up in the end zone. But the play didn't get in the end zone. So, but that being said, here comes 4th down. You always got to be aware, especially both of the teams right now, where they are in district. You never know if this is going to be a punt or if it's going to go. This one was punted, and it's going to go up in the air. It's going to hit the ball, and it's going to take a Ranger roll, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 31-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. So what we're seeing so far, we've seen a couple of mistakes, and we move into the second quarter. But really talking a little bit before we're probably not going to go to commercial. We'll talk a little bit about, we've seen some costly mistakes that cost the touchdown. Then when they were going in trying to score, so they're just got to put it together.
Well, and it's we've seen the Sachse offense moving the ball. I mean, we're seeing yardage being picked up. Both teams have had two possessions so far in this half, and Sachse actually right now is outgained them on yardage. It's just the turnovers are killers.
Yes.
And you cannot win by constantly making turnovers. So this one was a pass that was going into the end zone he had an open guy. He just didn't see it underneath defender. So it's there. You just got to stop making the mistakes.
We're lucky it's only 6-0 compared to what was going on out there as we start the second quarter. 6-0 in favor of the Rangers, and the Mustangs are going to be going right to left on your internet radio dial as we are getting ready for the second quarter. George back at the quarterback position. It looks like Norberg in the backfield. There goes Creel in motion behind the running back. They go ahead, fake it off to him. George is going to find some green. He's going to run around to the near side. He's going to get a first down and more. Gain of about 13. He's going to push it up to the 45-yard line, and he had to dodge a little bit in order to find the open green.
Well, and that was great awareness of him to see that open area. Too many times when he sees that open area, he's looking up to still continue to look for the receiver. You got to take what's given to you and utilize that.
All right, so it's going to be first down for the Mustangs. 2 near, 1 far for them. They get the snap. They're going to hand it off, and they go around the corner, pushing it down the football field right there. And let's see, that was Harris on the rush, and on the stop on the other side, looking for, there it is, Hernandez on the stop for the Rangers. Brings up a second down, what looks to be about maybe 7 yards. They got the ball at the Mustang 49-yard line. So right near midfield, too far, too near. They go ahead, hand it off this time again. Harris trying to get around the corner. He's popped up there from behind. Let's see who that number is. If he turns sideways, thank you, Avila on the stop. And that was actually a loss. And now it brings up third down.
Well, and this is a passing play for Sachse. They've got and they've had open receivers. You just got to get the ball to them.
Yeah, I was watching the replay over there on that side. Well, it's actually over there. I'm just watching on the reflection, and he took a long time to get that run to go to try to get around the corner. So it's going to be third down and 8. Here comes George. He's going to roll to the near side, throws the ball downfield, and ball falls incomplete. trying to figure out. He was trying to get it to lock it, and a good thing there was some good coverage down there, and he threw a nice ball, just unable to get it into his hands.
Yeah, and he was rolling out to his right there, and that's definitely a hard ball to throw against your body.
And the replay shows that he had to kind of throw it that way, because if he kept going, it would have been pick six. So it was a good decision by George to try to get it on the backside of it, but unable to complete the pass. Brings up 4th down now for the Sachse Mustangs. So they got some personnel guys coming in and out. And the play clock is down to 0. Is that going to be a delay of game? It's going to be a timeout. Timeout by the Sachse Mustangs. So with the quick breakout on the football field, that means there's a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll hear from Big Red and Wesson, General Contractors. We'll be right back.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
As well. I think did you see it wrong? Oh, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. I don't know, maybe it is for you. We'll figure it out. All right, so here they bring out the kicking unit, and it's going to be handled there, and it got a nice kick, and it's going to take a Mustang roll, but it's picked up at the 9-yard line by the Rangers. There was the face mask. We saw it immediately, so they're going to get 15 yards on that one, and trying to figure out who it is. It's hard to see the numbers for the return for the for the Rangers. It was Turner on the return, according to the Eagle Eye. And that face mask came when they were really pounding down the field real fast, and he got his hand up.
Yeah, and I don't think he got a full grasp of the face mask, but I don't think they have the penalty like they do in the NFL, where there's an inadvertent and a personal foul.
So they'll move that up 15 yards. So they'll take that up. Well, are they going to pick it up? There we go. There we go.
It's 15 yards. It's a personal foul.
So they'll take that up to about the 26-yard line to start this drive. So that's actually a good thing that the kick went all the way back to the 10-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. So even with the penalty, they're still only at the 25-yard line. So that being said, here come the Rangers. Perales back in the shotgun. 2 near, 1 far. In the wide receivers, they go ahead and hand it off. There's a yellow hanky that went flying. They're going to call a false start before it got going. And it was Cunning who actually got the handoff, but they whistled that play dead.
Yeah, they're actually going to get the center as he moved the ball before he actually snapped it.
So I'll back them up 5. So the face mask was only a 10-yard penalty. So there we go. Hey, you got to try some positive out of this. So, all right, so it's going to be 1st down and 15 for the Rangers. Peerless waiting on the snap. 3 wide receiver set, 2 near, 1 far. They hand it off. No. Is it a timeout or is it a yellow hanky? They stopped this play. It's going to be another false start on the Rangers. So they got 10 of the 15 back, Bill. How about that?
Well, and what makes that even better is that it's not 10 of those yards back and it's a 1st and 10. It's a 1st and 20.
Right.
So it's actually even better for Sachse.
And not only that, if they get lucky, maybe they get the turnover and figure out a way to get into the end zone. It is only 6-0. Yes, I'm finding the positive. 10:20 left to go. 10:28 left to go in the second quarter. That's right. I'm trying to read what's going to happen in the future. Here's Perilous in the shotgun. 3 near, 1 far, and the wide receiver is about to pass, and he's looking that way. Throws the ball there, and it's caught. And he dropped it, and it was Turner on the reception, but Brown's the one that knocked the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, great job by Brown to break it up. That pass was actually in the hands of Turner, and Brown really did a good job of breaking that up and separating those arms.
All right, so that's going to bring up now a 2nd down and 20 for the Rangers as the Mustangs get set defensively, but on the wide receiver side, 3 near, 1 far. Peerless go ahead and hands it off, and they are just – I'm telling you, they're letting this go, and they're just seeing if they can get lucky. If the Mustangs can stay there, they keep handing it off to Cummings. But there it was. It was Foley as well as Armstead on the stop.
Well, and we saw this last week with Wiley East. Saxon did a really good job on the run game. It was one big play that really opened that floodgates up on that running game. So Saxon really got to continue just shutting down that run game.
All right, Peerless is actually okay. So they're communicating. I thought he was going off the field, so he's back communicating with the wide receivers. 5 wide receiver set, 3 far, 1 near, no one in the backfield. Guess what they're going to do here, Bill? Think they're going to pass the ball? There we go. Peerless back to pass. He's getting the rush, and here comes the pass, and he just throws it away. It's going to bring up 4th down. A good play up on the ball. Who is that? Turn around there, young man. There he is, number 98 for the Sachse Mustangs. Walls put a lot of pressure on Peerless there.
Well, and that's what you call a coverage sack. The secondary did a really good job on covering up those receivers, not giving Perales any opportunity or anybody available to throw that ball to.
Now, here's an opportunity. The Mustangs have been blocking some punts, so maybe they'll get lucky. Who knows? Who's back here trying to catch that guy?
I think that's Creel.
I think it's Creel, right? Yeah, because of his shoes, right, Big Red? So, for his shoes. All right, here. So they bring on the kicking. There it goes. Creel's going to go ahead and fair catch it. Good idea, because if he didn't catch it, it would have rolled. The way the ball rotation was going. So a nice fair catch there by Creel. And gets
absolutely
good field position. They're only 49 yards away from pay dirt.
Well, and that's just it. Just keep, I'd get the ball. Let's start a possession. You're already on their side of the field. So, yeah, just fair catch and let's get the offense out there.
Starting at the 1 yard line for indoor football, guys, but it's actually the 49 yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. They go ahead and hand off. No, George keeps it. He's got a lot of green. He's going to push it up, and he's going to pick up about 13, maybe 14 yards. Nice play fake as Harris sold that one big time as George got the big ones. Cummings on the stop.
Yeah, great run. I've noticed Akana is still on the sideline. He's standing without holding his helmet, so not sure if he's going to be coming back in the ball game or not.
We'll see what happens in the second half as they got a first down. Ball on the 35-yard line of the Rangers. Ball throw. It is caught. Hanks on the catch, and there comes a yellow hanky out on the football field. That's what I thought. I thought there might be a hold there, and it came from the far side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're going to get Cunningham on a hold there.
So that being said, that will back up the Sachse Mustangs. And there's the play call, so they will back them up. Let's see where they'll place this one after they walk it off. Well, we're actually doing pretty good as we are on hotspot because we have no internet here at Williams Stadium.
Well, if we say we're a hotspot, we're meaning the internet. We're not talking about the guys.
No,
in the
we
booth.
are. No, I'm hot. I'm doing well. Here we go. It's going to be first down and 20 after that. So they go ahead and hand the ball off and go. Look at Harris just rumble and rumble. He picks up 9. How about that? What was that, Big Red?
Put it in 4-wheel drive there.
That's right. Put it in 4-wheel drive. The minibus and Stevens on the stop. We are seeing a little, as well as Cummings. Cummings plays both sides of the ball. We're seeing a little bit of fatigue coming from the Rangers right now because they have to play both sides of the ball. So let's see what the Mustangs can do here on second down and 11. They hand it off to Harris. Harris finds the big hole. Rumbles down to the 30-yard line. They still haven't brought him down yet. He's going to get to the 29-yard line on forward progress.
Well, and this started as first and 20, and now we're looking at a reasonable 3rd and 4, all on the running game of Harris. Good offensive line opening up those holes and giving Harris those pockets to get into.
Thanks for checking in, DC. Dennis Clark. That's my brother. Here we go. 3rd down. Play action. No, didn't get anywhere. They handed. That's not even Harris. I mean, who is that? George kept it.
He was actually going to hand it off to King, and he kept the ball. It was a play action, and he decided to keep the ball there.
They're in no man's land. They're at the 30-yard line of the Rangers, and also they have to continue the momentum. They're going to go for it on 4th down. This is a big play, big call for the Mustangs. Too far, too near. One in the backfield. There's George. Gets the snap. Goes to the line. Oh, he He fell down on the ground about a half yard short.
Yeah, and what King has got to know, Lockett's got to know is he's got to know where the first down marker is. Don't go to the marker. You need to go like 2 yards past the marker. That way, if you have to come back and get the ball, he came back and got the ball, but he went back across the first down marker and weren't able to get the first down.
So a turnover on downs after the Mustangs on a 1st and 20 did really well. That's something they're going to have to talk about. It's still 6-0, 7:05 left to go in the first half of this football game. We're getting both sides of the football field and teams having problems and able to move the ball, and when they do, mistakes happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with all this running, right now this game is going quick. We're 30 minutes in the game. We're already halfway through the second quarter.
A lot of running going on. That's the reason why. And they're not going to do it this time. They do the play action, and he had to throw it away. That was a broken play as Peerless was going to hand it off. And I think he was supposed to take it. He didn't take it, and Peerless had to throw it away.
Well, he had the jet coming across with Cunning, and then he also Cunning and Turner, and he was supposed to give the ball to one of those guys. And they both passed, didn't give the ball off, and I think he was confused there.
So they bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Rangers. The Rangers going left to right on your internet radio dial. 3 far, 1 near for the Rangers. 1 in the backfield with Peerless. There goes the man in motion. They get the snap. Peerless looking to the near side. Ball almost and off of the hands of the intended receiver, Turner. And right there was, who was that? Number 15 for the Sachse Mustangs on the coverage there. Wells almost had a little gift right there.
Well, Perales threw that ball a little bit behind Hall there, and it came off of his hands. And like I said, Wells had an opportunity to get that. He gets that interception, and he's going to be scoring because there's nothing in between him.
6:54 left to go in the first half. Again, Rangers up 6-0. Last drive for the Mustangs as they were near the goal line through the interception, and they brought it back out to the 35-yard line. So they weren't able to do anything with it, but now back and forth, what's going on? All right, so there's a quick breakout on the football field. That means there's going to be a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. You're listening to the 2022 Sachse Mustangs Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Fit Body Boot Camp located in Sachse. The solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
Haven't gone there yet. I'm going to try on Monday, so hopefully we'll do that. Fit Body Boot Camp. I hope you're feeling better, darling. They really do. So probably no more black eye, so you're in good shape. All right, here we go. For the Rangers, it is 3rd down and about what this seems to be 10. Peerless now looking, rolling to the far side. Throws the ball out of the hands. Good coverage by the Sachse Mustangs as Wells was on the coverage there, unable to get the reception. That brings up 4th down and the kicking unit.
Well, and that again was a coverage incompletion as the defense did a really good job on covering those receivers. You had your linebackers dropping into coverage as well.
All right, so it looks like Flores is going to be handling the kicking duties, number 22 of the Rangers. So you're going to punt this one away. And for the Sachse Mustangs, it's Scott and who? Oh, here we go. Here's the kick. Sorry, Bill. I looked up, and there it is. And it's going to be fair caught. No, it's actually caught it right at the 40-yard line, and he is demolished. Who was there on the wrist? Okay, that was Scott, and Lawson just buried Scott on – he should have called for the fair catch right there.
Well, and yeah, I mean good for him to feel like he had an opportunity. Didn't really get any yards out of it. You're always taking a risk when you got somebody right on you and you're catching that ball. But
3 of them were right there, so he did get. You're right, Bill. He got lucky. All right, so here comes first down for the Sachse Mustangs from their own 43-yard line. So let's see what they can do here. They had a little momentum. They just kind of let it go. Let's see what they put together here. Man in motion. And George gets the snap. They're going to hand it off. Harris is going to bounce off the front line, get around the corner, pushes it up to the 50, and he's going to get to the 48-yard, the 46-yard line as he took a dive after he got it there. It was Haygood. Thank you very much. It was Haygood on the run and Bridges on the stop for the Rangers.
Well, that's just it. With Sachse, you have two different type of runners. You have the big bowling ball with Harris that's going to hit you and smack you, and then you got Haygood coming in. A little bit finesse, athleticism, can get out of a tight quarter real easy.
First down, they hand the ball off again, and it is him. Haygood around the corner. He's going to pick up another first down. Ball's on the ground, and the Rangers pick up the ball. I did both hands up to the head. Davis on the recovery for the Rangers.
Well, and this was just a little bit of Haygood trying to do a little bit too much. He was in the grasp. He's trying to get that extra yard and whatnot. Sometimes you just got to go down and protect that ball.
Yep, and they just punched it right out. There's the replay, and he just punched it right out of his hands. So, bummer. That's the only thing you can say. Bummer. 6:17 left to go. It's still 6-0 as the Mustangs are still in this one. So let's see what they're able to do defensively as they go ahead and hand the ball up and pushing it down. That's probably Cummings. I didn't get the number. Look at him push. He's going to get about 1, 2, 3 yards on that one, and it was Cummings, and they were able to stop him. He was just pushing all the way through. What are you laughing at?
Oh, I'm just watching over on the end of the play. You got the cornerback Wells and number 4 Hall for name and forth going back and forth, and a little bit of theatrics there after
dancing?
the play.
They've been doing that quite often.
2nd down and 6. They hand the ball. Watch out. Broke another tackle. He's at the midfield, and he broke 3 tackles on that one. Finally brought down by Camden George for the Rangers.
Well, and this was an issue last week, Wiley East. Really, until 6 minutes left in the second quarter, it was a close game. It was 14-6, and then all of a sudden, a turnover hurt Sachse, and Wiley East got 2 touchdowns in about a 3-minute period. This is what you don't want to see happen tonight as well.
5:24 left to go in the first half. Ball's first down and 10 for the Rangers. They are at the Mustangs' 46-yard line. Handed off to coming around the corner. He's got space. A lot of green pushed out of bounds. And but not before a gain of about 4 or 5, probably even 6 tally on the stop for the Mustangs.
Yeah, right now they're going with their bread and butter. They're going with Cunning and just letting him use his strength. But every once in a while with him playing defense, he's going to get gas. So he's coming out right now.
So he's coming out. And the Rangers here have a 2nd down and about 4. 2 wide receivers near, 1 far. They hand it off again. This time I've got to find out who it is. He was brought down there by the Sachse Mustangs. It was number 6, Monsieur, and he was brought down by a couple of the Sachse Mustangs, but Walls was the main guy that got him by the legs.
Yeah, this can bring a 3rd and 1. So this is where Sachse taking advantage of Cunning not being on the field right now. This is an opportunity to stop him on a 3rd and short.
Monsieur stays in. Couple of substitutions for the Rangers. Here's 3rd down in a long 1.5 to 2. There's going to be they're going to call a timeout for the Sachse Mustangs. So timeout on the football field means a timeout here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back. If it'll play.
At the
Play.
Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
that, Big Red. We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the 6-0 lead for the Rangers is holding, but it may be in jeopardy as we have a third down and it's a long one. It's about 2. So here come the Rangers. 3 wide receivers set on the far side, 1 near. Yes, I'm calling it for the other side like you're in the stands. So we always try to do that in case we got some people looking. They hand it off to Cummings, gets the first down, and then some. He's going to push it to the 30-yard line, gain about 6 or 7 yards there before he's brought down by the Sachse Mustangs on the other side. Having a hard time seeing the numbers as we get squared. But what number you look at? He can't even decide what number it is.
I can't tell if it's number 8 or number 9 out there.
Well, it's probably Norberg because he's playing both.
It's actually Chester 0.
All right, Chester, all right, on the stop. All right, so that brings up now first down for the Rangers. Ball's on the 30-yard line of the Mustangs. Back to pass to Parlis. Puts the ball up. Oh, nicely. And he floated that right in there. Ball is caught, taken down to the 5-yard line, right on the catch, and on the stop it was Chester.
Well, and then that's all he did. He just found that little
float.
Little opening area in the coverage there and was able just to float that over the middle.
So that being said, now here's a 1st and goal. The 6-0 lead may be extended. Let's see what happens here for the Rangers. They're in a regular traditional set. They got one in the eye, and they're going to hand it off to the guy in the eye. Yep, and wow, that was Cummings, and he was stopped there by Camden George. Gain of about maybe a half a yard.
Well, and George closed that hole real quick, and
yes,
especially with Cummings. I don't think even Cummings was expecting him to be there because Cummings went down pretty easily when usually it takes quite a strength to get him down.
And there was a lot of green. He could have walked that in as all he had to do was outrun the other 2 that was in pursuit behind him. So that being said, that's going to bring up now 2nd down and goal for the Rangers. 2 near, 1 far, and the wide receiver set. Cummings in the backfield with Peerless. Peerless gets the snap, play action. Oh, that was almost too easy. Johnson on the touchdown, and boy, that was just too easy. He was just right there, turned around. There's the ball.
Yeah, it was just a crossing pattern across the middle, and everybody was focused on Cummings getting that ball.
Nice play.
Yeah, he left Flores wide open.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to go for 2 here as they're going to try to get that up to a 14-point lead.
So that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try to set that up and try to get in there. 2:55 left to go in the first half. Going to go for 2 to see if they can get up 14-0. As it's 2 near, 1 far. They go ahead. Play action. Peerless. No, that is going to be a false start on the Rangers. They'll back them up 5. Maybe they'll think about kicking now. What do you think, Bill?
Well, and that's what I'm thinking. It makes things a little bit tougher now that you're going to be extra point from the 7-yard line. So let's see what the Ranger coaches decide to do here.
It looks like they are going to do it. They are going to go ahead and go for a 2-point conversion still. Substitutions in and out. Okay, no, actually just called over to the sidelines. How about that? Looking at what's going on out there, we got the number 22 guy that we don't have the number for. He's going to be in the backfield. And
that's Flores in the back.
Flores, thank you very much.
Number 2. I'm sorry, that's Garcia.
And here's the snap. Peerless looking, rolling to the far side. Now he's going to turn around, roll the near side, but just put it up where 2 guys are there, and good play up on the ball. That's what ended up happening, as knocking it away was Hunt.
Yeah,
and it prevents the 2-point conversion, 12-0.
That was quite a throw to get it all the way across the field like that. That's always a dangerous throw to make.
It could have been ran all the way back, and they could have got the 2, but they didn't. So with the breakout on the football field means a break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. Make sure you get some Dickies. I love me some
There's
Dickies.
nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking, and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110, in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
We are back. Yeah, say what you were going to say.
Oh, I was going to say, you know what, we're down 12-0, but you get the ball right here, you take it down, score before the half.
Yes.
It's a 12-7 game going into the halftime. It's still a good competitive game where we're not having to play so much catch up.
And Sachse won the toss, but they took the ball. Didn't they take the...
They took the ball.
Yep. So this is the time they need to score here, like they're coming out of the third. There's that high kick up there, and there's a fair catch. And, wow, it was bobbled around, but it was finally brought down. What are you looking at there, Bill?
Well, my question is he called for a fair catch, and they tackled him.
Yes.
So
yeah.
my question is why is it not a penalty for tackling, not giving an opportunity to catch the ball?
Good point.
So, and I see the coaches right now telling the head official
can't tackle him.
he called fair catch. Why was there no penalty called?
That was Brown on the fair catch call. So, all right, so that brings up 1st down and 10. Ball's going to be on the 44-yard line of the Mustangs. Now, we're going to see some passing here, so let's see what George is able to put together because they cannot run the ball. It's going to run the time off the clock.
Well, I think you're okay. I think you got 2:51 left. You're almost at midfield. I think you're okay to run the ball still.
And they do. They hand off to Harris, and Harris breaks the tackle. Just as I say it was not a good idea, he takes it down to the 38-yard line of the Rangers Hall on the stop. What a rumble there by Harris.
Well, and here's the deal. Don't score too quickly.
Hand the ball off to Harris again. He's getting around the corner. He has a guy hanging him onto. He finally just gets out of bounds. They're slow to get up as one of the offensive linemen. Okay, he looks like he's okay. And he's pushed out. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Only gained about 2 on that one. If he would have got out of the corner, around the corner, that could have been even bigger.
Yeah, and even then they couldn't bring him down. They had 3 guys trying to tackle him. Best they could do was push him out of bounds. This kid's a sophomore.
Yep.
Like I said, I think we're looking at the future of Sachse football for the next couple of years.
2:10 left to go. There's the pass. Wide open is Creel. It's Creel. And Creel down to the 23-yard line and gets the 1st down. A gain of about 7. Roca on the stop. And they must want to get to the line again to prevent the substitutions, but they were able to get one. Yep. Slow it down, Bill.
Yeah.
Slow it down. Let's be.
Maybe it's the coach in me, but yeah, you know what? You want to score with least amount of time left on the clock.
1st down and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line. They go ahead and hand it off. Harris right up there. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4. Where they place it? He got to the 20-yard line, but they're placing it at the 21-yard line. What was that, Big Red?
Haygood, not Harris.
Haygood. Thank you very much. Haygood on the and Deal on the stop. So they're waiting on the side. All right, so they're keeping it out there right at the line so they can prevent the substitutions coming. Right now, Mustangs driving, 1:16 left to go in the 1st half. There goes the man in motion. It's Creel. They go ahead and hand it off and pushing it up. And yeah, Haygood pushing. Let's see, where are they going to put that one? Haygood's going to take it to the 16-yard line. He is brought down by Frere. And that brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line of Sachse, just opening up those holes. They've been doing it all night, giving them an opportunity. And like I mentioned before, you got 2 different style of running backs, which really makes that a little bit more tougher for the Rangers. 1
timeout left for the Mustangs. Here's the snap by George. Shuttle it to Creel. Creel pushes it down. It's going to the 1st down, and they're going to place it at the 8-yard line and stop the clock at 35 for just a moment. There goes the clock. It's going back up again. Here comes 1st down for the Sachse Mustangs. 1st and goal from the 8. This is the time they need to score. They go ahead, hand it off, and Norgood pushing it up the middle. Touchdown! Sachse Mustang, 20 seconds. Was that good enough for the coaching there?
That is perfect time management. And if he hadn't scored that, they would have been using that last time out of theirs, which has been okay.
Yes.
But great job by him. So they're going to go with the swinging gate right now on the extra point.
And a weird lineup that they do, and this is the first time I've seen the Mustangs do it. There's a yellow hanky.
Legal substitution.
All right, legal substitution. So that will back them up for the extra point. The Mustangs need this extra point because right now it's 12-6, and that would be nice to be able to have that 1 point up on top of it just in case it comes into play a little bit later on. And it looks like they're going to call that timeout, are they?
Well, it was a penalty. It was legal substitution, so that stops that doesn't run anything anyway. So they didn't call the timeout, but They are now going to line up for just a regular extra point.
All right, Weston there handling the kicking duties for the Sachse Mustangs as they get set to get this one up. Good job, Big Yellow Hanky, and it's going to be a false start. It was good, but they'll back them up again 5 more yards. And
yeah, they're going to get a snap infraction on Sachse to back them up. So all of a sudden, this is turning into a mid-range field goal.
Yes, it has. So let's see where so they're going to place the ball
at the 13
13-yard, 14-yard, 13-yard line. Thanks, Bill. So are they going to go for 2 now? Because, nope, they got set up there. So Weston's still out there. It's going to be a 30-yard field goal for the extra point for the Sachse Mustangs. So let's see what they do here as they get set up. And there's the snap. It's a little high, brought down, and he's going to miss it as it was blocked. Yes, somebody got their hands on it. So the field goal, not good, and it was Irvin on the stop or on the block.
Well, but there's another penalty. It looks like this time Naaman Forest was offside, so this is going to give them another opportunity.
And they get the 5 yards.
So we were talking about how fast this ball game was going. Well, this extra point has taken about 15 minutes.
There you go. We should have knocked on wood on that, but there it goes. So yet another attempt for the Sachse Mustangs and Weston. This time now it's only a 25-yard field goal, which is about 5 yards more than the regular in reality. So let's see what they do. Gets the snap. Kick goes up, and this one goes downtown for the Sachse Mustangs. So it took 3 plays to get it, but they got the extra point with 20 seconds left to go in the first half. The Sachse Mustangs on the board, but they're behind 12-7. Quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back here on the couch.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement failed to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
All right. Wow. So say that.
I was just saying, I'm taking the family to the orchestra tomorrow night, the Irving Orchestra. They're doing The Greatest Showman, and it's actually a light show. So, Greatest Showman is me and my daughter's favorite movie. So I had to do this. So we're going to put on the tie and get on the dress and get all dressed up.
Take pictures. I want to see you. I've only seen you in that nice portrait with you in the tie, so I want to see that. All right, so
that's when I had hair.
20 ticks. I have the same problem.
Matter of fact, it might have been when you had hair.
Before you were distinguished.
There you go. There's the kick for the Sachse Mustang. It's going to bounce and go out of the back of the end zone. So that's going to be a touchback. So the Rangers, they're probably going to. I don't know. Will they take a knee? Will they go at it?
I would not take any risk. I would just sit on that ball once and let's go to halftime.
So at least that's what I think anyway.
I mean, the Rangers got to look at this like, look, we're coming out of the first half. We've got a lead. We've got that ball coming to start the second half. Let's focus on getting that first possession in the second half, get some points.
So they are going to come out on the football field. Let's see what they're actually going to do. I agree with you. This is not a time to get cute because one cost could be a pick six. So they're lining up, man. They're lining up like they're going to actually do it.
I think they'll just run Cunning here right up the middle and see if he can break it. See if he can do something.
Yep, and they should be aware of that, and they do exactly that. And he's going to pick up about 8 or 9 before he's all wrapped up there by the Sachse Mustangs, and that's going to be a timeout. They're going to take the timeout. They are. They're going to take the timeout, and they're going to do exactly that, Bill. They're going to see if Cumming can go ahead and break one and see what they can do.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything fancy. I think they're just going to try to see if they can do something.
So that being said, there's a breakout on the football field. We'll keep it here as far as that is concerned. Next week, the Mustangs are on the bye. They're on the bye. I know you hate whenever I do that, but I did it anyway.
At least it's only once a year you got to do that.
Once a year. But Mustangs on the bye, and you're going to be going where?
Well, I'm going to go watch my daughter's school, Frisco Emerson, and watch their game next Friday night. There's some buzz out there. They're first year varsity football, but they're only sophomore and freshman on the team, and they're 6-0 right now, or excuse me, 5-0. But right now they're up 28-3 in the second quarter. So I want to go and see what that buzz is and see, what kind of future my daughter's high school has.
There you go. And a little bit too far for us here at the Couch Potato Sports Show, way out there.
It's by Barrows.
It's by Barrows. Maybe. There you go. All right, so here they go. They line up here and then back to pass. They're going to go deep. Nope, nothing really right now, and he's just going to throw it away. And that will stop the clock. And then they'll do one more run probably. This one will probably go.
Well, I'm surprised they were even attempting to throw that. You're just asking for trouble when you do something like that.
So they're going to place the ball at the 35-yard line of the Naaman Forest Rangers after the incompletion.
With that being said, Sachse still has one timeout. They stop the ball right here and have some time. They're going to force them to punt the ball.
So here comes the third down. They hand it off, and they barely got the first down. Well, no, that's going to do it. All right, so that's going to do it for the first half here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as they go into halftime. As the Rangers have a 12-7 lead, we're going to take the quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, and then we'll go into our halftime festivities. We'll talk to Bill Cerna. We did that. We'll do that. We'll talk to Bill Cerna at the halftime about this game, and let's see what our predictions from our pregame show came to pass here. We'll do that here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcasts? Check out K-West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or design or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K-West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K-West Designs.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com. At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett. Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110 in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
Here at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse. Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was opened to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House, located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. Go Mustangs! Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcast? Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or design or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs. Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else. And welcome back into the Couch Potato Sports Show. It's me, Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio, and the guy that's going to be with me first time in the booth at Williams Stadium. Let's bring him on in. He is the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna. Good to see you, Bill.
Good to see you. First time in the real booth.
Yes.
Williams. We've always been on the visitor side. This is the first time we get to actually sit in the nice air-conditioned area.
Yep. Yeah, but still gonna miss it. I mean, because there was something about the shack. That's what we called it, the shack. And being right there and feeling everybody stomping on the thing, and we actually found the rumbling up there. There was still something about it, a little nostalgic being right there. And I was set this year. We were going to have the microphone out on top of the shack, and we just unfortunately couldn't do that. But at the booth, that'll be really interesting new way, and we'll see how that rolls with it. So that being said, it's the Sachse Mustangs. It's the pregame show, and a little rough go right here right now as far as the Sachse Mustangs are concerned.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. This is a territory that Sachse's not used to being in with all the success it's had over the years. But I just don't think Sachse is able to find its identity. I mean, you know, you have a quarterback situation where, you know, right now they're trying to lean on Brendan George, which I think is the right thing to do. But I just don't think there's a comfort zone for him yet. I think because you have Grayson King that will spend some time on there. We should have Victor Jesus Gutierrez back this week as he was out with an illness last week. So I just don't think they found their identity where they feel comfortable yet on the offensive side there.
Talk a little bit about that, because your experience as far as your coaching career, as far as indoor football and everything else, but just because you're, you know, special team doesn't mean that you don't got your nose in the middle of the offense. Talk a little bit about the, you know, the comfort level. Talk about how important that is, especially, you know, at this stage of their careers, obviously, you know, high school, getting ready for college.
Well, and you're dealing a team that had all area athlete last year in Orgy, and you know he went to Michigan. So first of all, those are tough shoes to fill, as he was just so multidimensional. But you're in three guys that haven't started for Sachse. You're trying to find out who that is. You know, at Coach Barron's start of the year, he rotated to see where he could find that groove. And, you know, usually in the first couple of games, you seem to find that. Matter of fact, on our team with the Frisco Fighters, we went the first three games where we rotated two quarterbacks, one for the first half, one for the second half, and we found our identity. We found where we could be successful. And we're through game 5 right now, and I just don't think it's set. I think we want to push forward with Brendan and George. Right now, it's just as a team, it just hasn't felt comfortable. Now, with that being said, we've seen a little bit more on the offense than what we saw in the first couple of games. We've seen a little bit
last 2 games. Mm-hmm.
So we're starting to see it turn right now. So hopefully we're getting to where we need to be. But right now we're going into game 6, and now it's survival mode. You know, we to win, because right now we're already down. We're 1-2 in the district. Top 4 teams make the playoffs, and right now we're on the outside looking in.
Yeah, they're going to have to go into this game thinking that this is definitely now one game at a time. That being this one, Naaman Forest Rangers have had some success, but they've actually backed off a little bit as far as that success. A big victory here also, you know, kind of moves them up a little bit more in the standings. So taking one game at a time is going to be really big here, especially against the Rangers.
Well, and you know, Naaman Forest is they're 1-3, but they're probably the best 1-3 team out there. They've done really well. They just got done playing Wiley East a couple weeks ago, and they were pretty competitive. They played pretty good against them. They lost 36-22. You know, obviously it was a 14-point game, but I think that game was a little bit closer. If you look at the numbers, they're a little bit closer. So they've been competitive. First game of the season, they played a Louisville team, lost 20-7. That Louisville team, one of the top teams in the region or in the area. So they've played some pretty good competition. They've held up really well against some of this competition. So like I said, they're probably one of the best 1-3 teams out there. So it's not going to be a shoe-in for Sachse like it's been in previous seasons.
Well, you take a look at this one. A victory will push them to 2-1 within the district. A loss obviously pushes them to where they would be. But as far as that game is concerned, how it will take the Rangers back, so that's going to be huge. This is And not only that, when I looked at all the things that what we're going to talk about here, especially on the offensive side of the ball, we're going to see about the same team. I mean, but the difference being is how many rushers that the Rangers are going to bring compared to the Sachse Mustangs this week.
Well, and their main rusher is Isaiah Cunnings, and you know he's carried the ball 81 times through 4 games. That's averaging 20 carries a game for 440 yards. You know, obviously on our side of the ball we have Pope Akana, which he's rushed the ball 60 times in 4 games, so he's averaging 15 yards a carry, but he's got a couple hundred yards more than what Cunning does. So they're both valuable. I think right now with the struggles that Sachse has had on the offensive side, Akana has been that much more valuable to Sachse than Cunning has been for Naaman Forest, because Naaman Forest, they've been successful through the air as well.
And you take a look at this, if that run game does not work, or even at that point, just as a time to change it up, you got Brendan George that's going to have to throw the football. We have seen some success from him for the last couple of weeks, mainly keeping the interceptions low. That is a big thing, as we saw earlier in the season with the passing game was really, first of all, non-existent, and when it was there, it was turnover city. So they kind of got that under control. So if the running game does not start working, they're going to have to lean on something. And this is a time where I think they have the opportunity to move forward with that passing game, because they've got a lot of weapons there.
Well, and you know, you're correct. You know, Sachse had 5 interceptions the first 2 games of the season. They've had 3 in the last 3 games, which obviously is a lot better. It's 3 more than what you want to have. But I mean, right now for this season, we've thrown more interceptions than we have for touchdown passes.
Absolutely,
so,
yes.
Like I said, you know, we can't be giving them turnover, especially on some of these teams that have been very successful. You've got to go in there and you've got to play, you know, not flawless game, but you got to play a smart game and eliminate the turnovers, and that hasn't happened so far this season.
Yeah, and you're right. And it's about the consistency. We've been talking about it all year long, keeping the consistency going on. But what I think they really need to do, and what huge, is defensively, stop this as this team coming in being the Rangers, stop that running game. That's going to be one of the biggest things that they're going to have to do moving forward into that game, because then you have to spark it and see how they're going to do with the passing game to try to beat the Sachse Mustangs. So I think the key to this game is definitely stopping the running game coming from Naaman Forest and the Rangers in order for him to get this victory. When you're looking at this, what do you think the keys to the game in order for the Mustangs to get the victory are?
Well, I mean, yeah, the defense. I mean, right now through 5 games, they're averaging giving up 45 points. Only 1 game under 40 points have they given up. So when it comes to Naaman Forest, you're right. You got to slow down Cunning. You know, he does get the ball quite a lot, but they've got a trio of receivers that are getting that Paralysis is getting the ball out to. That between the 3 of them, they have 51 receptions, and that's Dylan Turner, Jose Flores, and Hayden Denton. So they're getting the receptions between those 3. They have 8 touchdowns. So you know what? If you do focus too much on the run game, they're going to get you in the passing game. So it's got to be an overall effort on the defense. But the one thing that we haven't seen that, and we've seen glimpses of every once in a while, is got to get pressure on the quarterback.
Absolutely.
You cannot give that quarterback time to throw the ball, because you know, sooner or later, you give him too much time, sooner or later he's going to find open guys.
Absolutely, and a combination. I don't think you're going to stop the run, and really, to be honest, I don't think they're going to stop the pass. It's just how much they're going to give up. So, you think they're going to get theirs, but you want to maybe cut that down a little bit so they're not so successful. So you can find a way to gain the big M, the big momentum, and really, we've seen this year where they'll catch that momentum, and then all of a sudden, the momentum will drop off, and it's like a totally different team out there that we have seen. And that has been happening a couple of times so far this season.
Well, and that's just it. If you can get pressure on that quarterback, and you take the opportunities, you got 3rd and long, you got to slow them down, and that's where Sachse has been hurting themselves through the year so far. Is that they're getting, they might make that stop on 3rd and long, but then they're getting a penalty that they shouldn't be getting.
Yes.
Right now, they're averaging 9.5 penalties a game. Last week, they got another 9 for 80 yards. So, and we had talked about it on air last week. A lot of them were at crucial times that really affected us. It continues drives that were going on by Wiley East. Those are things you got to avoid. It's the mental mistakes that will haunt you, and it puts your defense on their heels when you make a stop, but then there's a penalty that goes with it, and then all of a sudden now it's a first down.
Gonna have to throw some surprises out there this week as well. Like you said, this is a Ranger team that's much better than what their record is, and if you go in there and not really 100% ready, they could take over the game fairly quickly. So we got to watch out for that. That's going to be one day. But I think a couple of surprises are going to have to come their way for the Sachse Mustangs in order to get the victory. So that being said, I'll throw it to you. Who do you think wins, and where do you think the big portion of the game is going to be made for them in order to get that victory?
Well, it's gonna be a tough one for Sachse to win. Right now, all the experts are picking Naaman.
Yes, I saw that. Made me mad.
And yes, there is experts here in the area that pick a high school game, so it's going to be really tough. The key that I think for Sachse is make big plays on special teams.
Yes.
Special teams set the tone for the game, and one thing I kept emphasizing last week was control the tempo, and start with special teams this week for Sachse to give them an opportunity.
So I guess I'm going to ask you, we have a bye week next week. We're on the bye. What are you planning on doing? I think I already know what you're planning on doing. You got a little one there that's probably, I don't know. What are you going to do during the bye?
I think you're right on the right path there. We are actually going to go watch her high school play.
Yep.
On Friday night. They're a brand new high school out in McKinney, and right now they're only freshmen, sophomores, and they're 5-0 in varsity.
It's amazing.
Yeah, they just popped the top 20 in the area for 5A. So I think we're going to go watch them next Friday. Hopefully, going in that game, they're 6-0 and see what they can do. But I'm really excited about the progress that team is doing. But Coach Miller, Archie Miller, from the old coach from Lakeview Centennial, is now the head coach there at Frisco Emerson, and he's come out of the gates doing a great job.
Yeah, amazing. By the way, you need to bring me a Burroughs Pizza tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to happen. I know you got to work and all, but I don't think they open up before, so I think I'm out of luck as far as the Burroughs Pizza is concerned. So I'm going to have to get you to pick it up. Hey, actually, we still can do it. Thursday night, grab me a Burroughs Pizza. I'll pay for it. I'll send you the money. I needs me a barbecue, pineapple, and sausage pizza.
Okay.
And pick that up for me.
Am I your personal DoorDash? Is that what you're telling me?
Now you are, because I wanted to be able to get delivery, but it's 20 miles from my home, so it's a little outside the delivery area there. So
5 miles from mine.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, check out Burroughs Pizza. A shameless plug. If you're up in McKinney, it's the best pizza around. I'm sorry. They got some good pizza joints around here, but Burroughs takes it home from me, so make sure you check it out. So, my man, always good to see you. We'll check you tomorrow at Williams Stadium. By the way, got to pick up the credentials. We got new credentials for there, so separate ones for you. So just so that you know. All right, so and we're ready to roll. Anything else before we're out of here, Big Bang?
No, I really want to see something out of Sachse that we haven't done all year, and that's really come out with a lot of enthusiasm and set the tone of this game. I think that could be a big plus.
I think it could be fantastic, and we'll hope for it. And I'm calling the win. I'm calling. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the hopefulness inside me. I'm calling for the upset. I think they actually win this game, and they put it together, and it all just comes together like. Oh. I think that's what's going to happen. It'll all just flip the switch.
And that's just it. Put it together. You know, everything together. When you see glimpses on your offense, you need glimpses on your defense. If you have glimpses. Defense, get that special teams rolling. So that's just the thing. Put it all together, but the biggest thing is minimize the mental mistakes.
Yep.
So that's going to be the key of the game for me.
Definitely. All right, so that's going to do it for us here on the pregame show. Of course, being brought to you by the Bullet Experience. Make sure you check them out over at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett, just on the outside of Waterview, where Melvin Bullet puts together a beautiful facility for whatever sport that you're trying to get better at or get more skills. So for the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna and Big Red Butch Wesson, I'm Sonny Clark, the hardest working man in sports radio, and we're out of here. We'll see you right at 7 o'clock for the Sachse Mustangs and the Naaman Forest Rangers.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
The prospect of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com. At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer fields. Contact Melvin Bullet at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett. Being taken for a ride? Check out Casso Insurance, serving Texans since 1981. Bundle your home, auto, or business insurance and save a ton. Casso Insurance on the corner of Main Street and Rowlett Road, where we make insurance fun. Or check us out on the web at CassoInsurance.com, where we always have the coffee pot on. Yeah, but is it fresh?
There is nothing that beats good home-cooked barbecue. Since 1941, Dickey's Barbecue has done all the cooking and you take all the credit. Come see us today at our Rowlett location, 5701 President George Bush Turnpike, Suite 110 in the Target Shopping Center. Whether you want to eat in or take it home, we will fix you up. For lip-smacking, rib-tickling, knee-slapping, foot-stomping, great-tasting barbecue, come see us at Dickey's Barbecue today.
Here at Fit Body Boot Camp, located in Sachse, the solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse. Sachse Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was opened to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Mondays. So check us out at the Ice House, located at 6501 Highway 78 in Sachse, or give us a call at 469-304-1550, or check us out on the web at SachseIcehouse.com. Go Mustangs! Ever want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcast? Check out K West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or design, or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K West Designs on Facebook, or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K West Designs. Rich's Performance Muffler and Auto Care has provided complete auto repair services to the Wiley area since 2003. Whether it's alignments, brakes, air conditioning, muffler service, suspension, front-end auto services, or in my case, a Cadillac converter, Rich does it all. Stop by and see him at 603 Commerce Street, Suite 203 in Wiley, or give him a call at 972-461-0776. That's 972-461-0776. You'll be happy you called Rich instead of anybody else.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. It is me, Sonny Clark, Big Red, and the Eagle Eye Bill Cerna. As we just get done with halftime, lots of festivities out there, a couple of bands, and all the cheerleaders and everything, kind of cool. 12-7 as we start this, and Naaman Forest gets the ball first.
Well, and if you look at the first half stats, which I'll just briefly go over them right now, Sachse has 188 total yards to Naaman Forest 125. But what I was going to say was, you look at the stats, you would think Sachse has control of this game, as they've really done well. But 3 turnovers is always going to hurt you. And sooner or later, all 12 points from Naaman Forest has been on Sachse turnover. So this is something that they've got to really recover from in the second half.
So let's see what they do. Now, again, Sachse won the toss, and they elected to get the ball, so they are going to kick it up. But that score right before halftime was really good for them. Let's see if they can build on that. Let's see what happened at halftime when Coach Behrens and all the coaches got together, see what they do here in the second half, see if they can sneak out a win here tonight.
I do mention it was homecoming.
So, say that again, Butch?
Do mention it was...
Oh, that's right. We'll do that. The ball is kicked off. They tried the onside kick where the Mustangs, they get it, and it is. Big Red's right. It is homecoming for the Rangers. And on the stop for the Rangers, Or that's right. Receiving the ball was Bridges. He's the one that caught it but after the onside kick. But it's homecoming for the Rangers. Last week we had the homecoming.
Yeah, it's homecoming season, so we've gotten to see 2 in a row.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, they didn't do the king and queen like they normally do, like we did sing there. So
they did it.
I just missed it.
Yeah, they did it before the game.
We were trying to get online, so I was probably working with that. All right, from midfield are the Rangers. First down and 10, hand it off, push it up the middle, and guys flying everywhere. But it was Mawisse. Is that what we're calling him, Mawisse?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mawisse. All right, so we did, and Creedy on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs. Gain of about 3 there for the Rangers. So that's going to bring up now second down for the Rangers as they got 3 far, 1 near. They go ahead, get snap, hand it off around, trying to get around the car to push his Cummings, and lots of Mustangs there on the stop. But it was Brumbaugh mostly on the stop for the Sachse Mustangs.
Yeah, and that just shows the strength of Brumbaugh. As Cunnings, like I said, is not easy to bring down. He was able to bring him down with the arm, hold on to him until he got him to the ground.
All right, so it's going to be third down. What that looks about 5. So we have about 4, long 5, long 4, maybe 5. So let's see what they're able to do. It's going to be 4. So the ball is on the Sachse Mustangs 44-yard line. Here comes third down and about 4 for the Rangers. Crazy stack here on the side, but 2 near, 1 far. They go ahead, they hand it off, push it up the middle, gets it, and he breaks it, and he's going to run. He's to the 20, to the 10. That's the touchdown. And interestingly enough, we were talking about that before we went into halftime. That's what they were trying to do if they were going to continue it with only 20 seconds.
Yeah, and that was all Cunnings right there, as he just found that hole. And for such a heavy, strong guy, that boy's got some speed, as he was able to get down that sideline and break away from the secondary.
So they bring on the kicking unit. Or are they going to try to go for 2? Yeah, they're going to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get that up to 20-7 and make the Mustangs work a little bit more to try to get back into this game. 3 near, 1 far for the wide receivers. And in the backfield is Garcia with Peerless. Garcia moves and he's moved back, and now back to passes Peerless. He puts the ball up there, tried to get it to Garcia, who was on the low crossing route. He ran around the corner and went on the crossing route. Ball falls incomplete, and the 2 points try was unsuccessful.
Yeah, and Peerless was rushed a little bit too much, as he was getting a lot of pressure from Talley in the backfield.
So that is going to take us to a break. We'll take the quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. As the score is 18-7, we got 10:33 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll be right back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show and your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right
Sachse
back.
Ice House is a non-smoking craft beer and beer pub located in the heart of Sachse. The Ice House was open to provide a friendly, clean, and female-friendly environment. Sachse was lacking a place for service industry, date nights, and girls' nights, as well as happy hours. Excellent service and top-notch food are our priority. On Tuesday, we offer 79-cent wings, as well as half-price burgers on Monday.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. It's kickoff time for the Rangers. And let's see who we got back here. It's okay.
We got Krill and we got Hanks back there.
Hanks, yes. And it's going to go short again. And it's going to be handled this time, pushing it up. And the kick was returned there, and he's still going. Look at him go as he's trying to get down there. It's Quinn, and they can't. And they're not going to blow the whistle. Finally, blow the whistle. I mean, Quinn was backed up with. I think all the Rangers were there.
You know what that's called, and obviously, if you're listening, you couldn't see it, but that's called a rugby scrum. As everybody was in that, moving the pile back and forth, and they weren't calling that play dead.
Right, they were moving right along from 40 to 41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so there was a penalty flag. Evidently, there was a yellow hanky there. So they instead of getting the ball really, kind of just right at the 44-yard line. They have pushed it up to first down and 10. The ball's on the 49-yard line or 49-yard line.
Yeah, so on a false start on the offense, what they do is they give Sachse the option of re-kicking it or adding 5 yards to the end of the run.
Got it. So there you go. All right, so here's the snap. George's going to get it. Ball's caught. What a nice, it was like one-handed catch there by the other side, Scott, or for us, for Scott, as he just snagged it right out of the air and went out of bounds.
Yeah, didn't really get too much of it as there was no offensive members there to block for him. So really it was all up to Scott to do what he could, and there was just too many defenders there.
All right, so a gain of 1, maybe 2, the long one. So brings up second down, and Harris is in the backfield. The minibus back in the backfield. They hand it off to him. Look at that, pushing through, and the guy just won't go down. You gotta like the guy. I mean, if he's not gonna go down, you're gonna have to bring me down. And he rumbled there for quite some time. And on the stop, a couple of guys out there, and that is the new dude. We're calling him number 34. We did not have him on the roster, so.
It looks like they're tackling the football and not Harris.
There you go. And that will be a problem for them if they do that. So they go ahead and hand it off again to Harris around the corner. And you're right, they're going right after the ball, trying to get it out of Harris's hand as he fumbled earlier in the game, and that's the reason why they're going that route.
Well,
but they better tackle him.
And there's been a couple fumbles, so that's what Naaman Force is doing. They're trying to tackle at the ball and causing these fumbles. So, that's something Sachse's got to be careful with in the second half.
All right, so they're going to bring on the kicking unit, and King's going to handle that kicking unit. Back for the Rangers will be Turner, as they did not get the first down. That was third down. Now it's fourth. So Mustangs unable to do something with it. And King he actually got that one. So it was up in the air, and it's going to take a Mustang roll, and it's going to come dead at it looks like the 10-yard line. So good punt there for King as they back up the Rangers. This one's going to be a tough one to hoe for them unless Cummings gets the break. So,
well, we do have a penalty flag down.
So it's going to be a false start. Yeah, it's not working. So just there you go. They'll decline it. So I don't know, man. Maybe I might have them re-kick that.
Well, and I probably would have too. I would have put him 5 yards back and had him re-kick it. But I think Naaman Force is ready to get the ball and get started.
I guess so. As they now, it seems like everybody's kind of like not where they need to be. Now everybody's coming out. Maybe they were waiting for the call from the referee on that. I think I probably would have re-kicked that one. An opportunity to bring the ball back.
I think there's still a question. And the officials are actually looking, and now they're going to huddle up because the coaches were talking about it as well.
Yeah, so the false start is there. They don't have to decline that. They can back them up. I mean, at least as far as my limited football.
Okay, it looks like what the discussion is the ball. In high school football, the away team uses their own ball, and the home team uses their own ball. So,
got it.
Also, they're going to take the
5 yards.
The 5 yards from the end of the play.
So they place it on the 15-yard line. So the Rangers going right to left on your internet radio dial. They have too far, too near in the wide receiver position. Peerless is back in the shotgun by himself. There's the shotgun snap, pass over the middle, and out just a little bit low. On the coverage for the Sachse Mustangs was number 44. That was Camden George.
Well, and that was intended for Flores right up the middle, and Perales actually got the ball out a little bit early as he was starting to get pressure from both sides of the rush.
So it brings up second down and 10 from their own 15-yard line for the Rangers. They're waiting. They seem to get the calls in here a little bit late. But they are set. All right, 2 near, 1 far for the Rangers. They get the snap. They hand it off to Cummings. Cummings pushing it up. Cummings not able to get too far. Maybe a gain of 2 based upon where it is. And there were many Sachse Mustangs there for the stop. And we came for the number 33. He is DeVault. He's normally a running back.
Yeah,
they couldn't find the number.
Yeah, they got him set up as a linebacker right now.
Yep, they are. They got him set. So DeVault is checked in the game. So here come the Rangers.
They're going on a spread here as they've got 5 receivers out.
There it is, 5 receivers, 3 near, 2 far. Third down in what looks to be about 8 yards from where they are. And waiting on the shotgun snap is Peerless. Peerless, almost missed that one. There's the crossing pattern, and the ball caught right there in the middle. Ball caught there by Flores. The same play pretty much, but except from the other side, Camden George on the stop.
Yeah, and that's something that you've really got to prepare for. Is that they went into a spread offense and just was able to bring them across on a crossing pattern.
All right, so first down for the Rangers as they move the ball up to the 31-yard line of the Rangers. And they've been doing those crossing patterns all game long, and we're lucky haven't been beat on that as many times as they've had the opportunity. Here comes the snap. This time they're going to go to the sideline. Both players out there. DeVault was there, as well as the Sachse Mustangs number 16, or maybe it was 18 because I don't have the 16 on the no, it was 15. All right, so on the stop there was Wells.
Yeah, great job by DeVault as he was able to come over the top. Naaman Forest coaches were asking for a penalty, but it was clear that his off arm was not hanging on to the receiver.
All right, so clock's down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Here comes a second down for the Rangers. Too far, too near. They hand it off to Cummings. He's been handling most of it again. And right there again, DeVault on the stop for the Mustangs, as he just found it in there, but they were able to get about 6 or 7, but it does leave about a third down and about 3 right now.
Yeah, and Cunnings, I mean, everything's moving forward with him, very north and south, so even when you're bringing him down, even if you match up with him perfectly, he's still going to lean you forward for forward progress.
All right, so third down and about 3. This is a pretty vital play for the Sachse Mustangs. They're stacking the box right there, Bill. They snap the ball, give it to Cummings, and they've cleared the area. But, wow, good play there by the Sachse Mustangs. Wells tripping him up enough to go, but he did get the first down. But there's a yellow hanky, and there it is. They're going to back it up for a false start.
Yeah, that's huge for Sachse. You definitely got to take advantage of that, as now you've taken from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8.
What number? Number 1, 2, or 3? What? So anyway, 6:45 left to go in the third quarter. They'll back up the Rangers and replay third down, but this time it's third down and about 7. So the Rangers now, they're going back to that spread. 3 far, 2 near. Peerless gets the call from the sideline, and now he's going to run back out. He's going to be in the backfield by himself. No running backs there. And they get set. Here we go. Shotgun snap back to the pass. Looking, Peerless. He's got a lot of room to run. He does, but it's not going to be enough for a first down, and it's going to be one of those
mental errors.
You can't hit the guy.
The quarterback is sliding. Once the quarterback goes on the slide, you cannot hit him, and you had 2 players coming down on him.
So that will get them a first down as well, because that will be automatic as a hit on the late hit. It'll be a personal foul. That'll be 15 yards as well. So not only do you get the penalty, you got the 15 yards up on top of it, and that's hard to recover from, especially as of right now. It does look like the Rangers have most of the momentum here in this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely, and that would have brought up 4th and 3 on their side of the field. Now this gives them automatic first down, puts them in Sachse's side of the field. Once again, it's one of those mental mistakes that you cannot have.
So they will march that one to the 46-yard line of the Mustangs, as right now the mental mistakes have been their big problem. 6:13 left to go in the third quarter, 18-7 in favor of the Rangers. And right now the Rangers driving. 2 near, 1 far, gets the snap. Hands it off to Cummings, and Cummings, and they pushed it up there, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that play, as there were many Sachse Mustangs there for the stop, but mainly it was Creasy. And we're seeing a lot of him here, as he was hurt earlier in the season, and now he's come back. We're seeing a lot of him.
Yeah, and he's right there in the trenches, and with this running game that Naaman Forest is doing, especially with Cummings, you're going to see a lot of balls coming right up the middle.
So Here it comes, second down. Looks like it's going to be about 8 yards. Ball's on the 44-yard line of the Mustangs. They hand off to Cunnings, and he finds a lot of green. He's just shooting. He'll go left, then right, and then back left again. This time before he's brought down by Camden George.
Yeah, and Cunnings is just pretty much taking over this game right now, and they're just putting everything on the heels of him and running that offense around him. And every once in a while they'll sprinkle in a spread offense and throw the ball. But other than that, they're running that offense through Cunnings.
Some substitutions there for the Mustangs as they bring them up. It looks like, so back in the backfield with Peerless is going to be Cunnings, and they are. They're just going to, they say, hand it off, and we'll just keep running until you stop them. He comes close to a first down there. Gain of about 7 before he was brought down by the Sachse Mustangs. Norberg, as he's playing both sides of the football field for the Mustangs, as he's normally a running back, and he also catches some passes as well. But let's see, they make the second down. Second down, about 2 balls on the 27-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs. Mustangs going backward. They need to move forward. They need to get a good play here defensively to try to change the tone of this game.
Well, and this is something I mentioned before, that Sachse in these games so far this season have started off really good with the pass rush. I'm sorry, the Russian defense, and the one play usually tends to break it open, and that's what we're seeing right now.
All right, so it looks like there's going to be a timeout on the football field, and we're going to do a quick break. What's that?
That's a delay of game.
Delay a game. Well, I thought they were coming to the sideline. I thought they were calling a delay a game, so I guess we're not stopping.
No,
the break.
Yeah, the offense thought it was a timeout, but it was actually a delay of game.
So they get the 5 yards for that, and now back them up. It's going to be second down about 7. They were second down and 2, so this kind of makes the playbook kind of open up because you expect Cunnings to run the football, but it's still only second down. So we kind of maybe see that here. Too near, one far for the running, for the wide receivers. They hand off Cunnings, and wow, right up the middle. And he's just pushing his way down to the 11-yard line. And like you said, the running game has its way tonight. Camden George as well as Talley on the stop.
Well, and George was on that stop, and he really got his bell rung as Cunning just really ran him over towards the end there.
Man, he is just a locomotive out there. Just no stopping in the legs. He just keeps chugging forward, and he gets a lot of the yards after he initially gets hit as well, at least here tonight. So here's first down and 10, and they hand it off to Cunnings again. That is the 6th straight play they've handed it off to him. He's going to take it down to the 8-yard line, the 9-yard line, and it'll bring up now second down. They can still get a first down if they get it to the 3. It's going to be second down and 5 for the Rangers, and they're really in no rush either as they're taking time off the clock, and they have the lead 18-7. Clock is now at 2:50 left to go in the third quarter. New running back in here, and that is Garcia in the backfield. And they hand it off to Garcia. He gets around the corner. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And that's not enough for the first down, but that don't mean anything as it's going to be third down. They have no problem with going forward on third and fourth down. Are they going to give them the first down? Nope. They're about a yard short, so it's going to be third down and 1. Ball is going to be on the 4-yard line. And the playbook is wide open here. As we seen last time, they had sort of the same thing here, and they just did a crossing pattern and just right there and led the wide receiver perfectly for the touchdown.
Well, they've gone strong in the backfield with Cunnings behind the quarterback, the eye, so I would assume Cunning right here.
High snap, and they hand it to Cummings around the corner, and he's going to get – no, he's not even going to get the first down. So that's going to bring up fourth down. But they're still, I don't think they're worried right now. Even with that play, I don't think they're worried. That was a different formation we've seen with Cunning. If they switch it back to the formation they had before and they ran it up the middle, Cunning was going to be in there for a touchdown.
Well, and Cunning just went a little finesse that time. Normally he's your locomotive that's just going straight forward and hitting somebody. Where here he tried to bounce to the outside, kind of dance a little bit, and I don't think that's his. Run.
I don't think it is. I agree with you, but the Mustangs are going to stack the box. Of course, they think he's going to get it, so they're going to be spying. All 4, 5 in the back, spying on that, and that one was almost too easy as he just sprinted to the near sideline and got in for the touchdown.
Well, and it's kind of like you just said, they all bunched up in the center of the field. Well, he was able to get that ball and then just scoot to the outside without even being touched.
With the touchdown, takes the score to 24-7 with 1:42 left to go in the third quarter as they bring on the kicking unit, do the Rangers. So now they're all set, and this is the new dude. This is the guy we don't have the number for, or do we? Let me see. Nope. We do not have this number. So new dude on to kick the kick. He goes up, and it is good. So the Sachse Mustangs now going to have to work their way out of this one. It is 25-7 in favor of the Rangers. Quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back.
This is Sonny Clark letting you know about Karen McKinney of Budget Blinds of Rowlett. Find a little inspiration by browsing our product, whether it be the latest trends, child safety, or smart home technology, and more. Contact Karen McKinney at 972-722-9300 or visit her on the web at budgetblinds.com/Rowlett. You can also learn who they are as well as their approach and products, and you can also schedule a free home consultation. Again, contact Karen at 972-722-9300 or log online budgetblinds.com/Rowlett.
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the Mustangs down 25-7. And right now, there seems to be there's no wind in the sail right now for the Mustangs. They definitely got to put it together.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They've got to find something and get moving with it. As ever since they came out of halftime, they've just been flat and just haven't been both on the offense and the defensive side.
Question will be, will we see a different quarterback at that point too? As we are a minute 42 left to go in the third quarter, there's only 7 points up on the board. Maybe a little change at the quarterback position might be in play here. As they go ahead and kick this one a little bit farther and is handled, well, maybe in and out, but pushing around to the 35-yard line for the Sachse Mustangs. And that was Hanks. He has been kind of a workhorse. We've been calling his name a lot since they brought him up from the JV squad. So he takes it out to the 36-yard line, maybe. Yep, maybe 35. See with it. And now the air's turned on up here. I feel it now. It's hitting the head. How many? 3? 2. All right, 2. All right, so inside joke here. Forget about it. We're doing good here. Here we go. All right, first down as they hand the ball off, and the ball up in the air, and guess who ended up getting it? They just popped the helmet right on the ball. Davis with the recovery, and what's that old saying? If you got no bad luck, you got no luck at all. That's what's happening here tonight. Whoa!
Yeah, fourth turnover, and Naaman Forest has had the ball pretty much the whole third quarter as we're winding down to the last minute.
The Mustangs' 37-yard line. And this is another opportunity for them to stretch their legs as they have the lead right now, 25-7. A minute 28. There's still another quarter to play in this one. But right now, just to be honest, the Sachse Mustangs look lost right now. And there's going to be a timeout on the football field. All right, so with the timeout on the football field, we'll be back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
Let Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors help you restore your home to its like-new condition. Need a contractor? Let us be your first stop as well as your last. We specialize in everything that others don't, such as stained concrete floors, wood spot repairs on doors and floors, stainless steel spot repairs, anti-slip on floors, and more. Want to see what kind of work we do? Check out our Facebook page and you can see the craftsmanship you'll receive and expect from Buffalo Creek Doors and Floors. Give Rodney James a call at 214-536-2607. That's 214-536-2607. Or check him out on the web at www.buffalocreekdoorsandfloors.com.
Hey, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. Here comes first down and 10 for the Rangers, going right to left on your internet radio dial. Handing the ball off to Cunnings, and Cunnings around the corner breaks the tackle. No, it's not Cunnings, actually. That is Moise, and he's going to push the ball down to the 30-yard line. I would think maybe Cunnings is done for the night. I mean, he's got many yards.
Well, it's still a three-possession game. With a whole quarter to go, you just never know. Just the history of Sachse's offense, you just don't want to give them a chance yet. But we'll see. We'll see, because they don't have as much personnel as Sachse does either.
Garcia in the backfield this time. They hand it off to him, and breaking the tackle is Garcia. Their first was number 26, Armstead, that stopped him and slowed him down, and then Dillard also, with that being said, brought him down. They got back to the original lineman scrimmage. Now it's third down for the Rangers. So let's see what they draw up here. This is an opportunity for the Sachse Mustangs defense to show up. Might be able to force a punt here as the play clock's down to 6. 3 far, 1 near for the Rangers. Back to pass is Parcellis. Perales, thank you very much. Pass ball caught out there by Turner. He's about 1.5 yards short of the first down, and that's going to take it down to 2 seconds. And as soon as they place the ball, the clock will start, and that'll take us into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he went out of bounds right before the end of the quarter, so it's actually going to be 4th and 2 with 2 seconds left. So this will definitely be the last play of the third quarter.
There we go, 4th and 2. Thank you there, Bill Cerna.
And Cunnings is right back in the ball game. The goal is to get the ball into his hands and push forward with those 2 yards.
And get the first down. So, again, this will be the last play of the third quarter as they go ahead and hand it to Cummings. No play action right across the middle. Caught by Turner. Breaks the touchdown. In for the touchdown. And right before the end of the third quarter, as that was a sweet play action because everybody thought that Cummings was going to get it. And then that was just a simple crossing route with no one else out there, by the way. He was the only one in the pass play, and he was able to get behind the Mustangs defense for the touchdown. So they'll bring on the kicking unit. Wow, we have no noise in here. I just realized we have no noise in here.
Just us.
Just us. Just us. So, all right, new dude out to kick the extra point. And the snap goes up, and it's good. So the Rangers extend their lead to 32-7, and that's going to take us into the fourth quarter. Quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right back.
This is Sonny Claus letting you know about Liberty Air and Heat. Everybody knows what the Texas Heat can do, your air conditioning and heating systems. That's why you need the experts that deliver the best and most honest service. We provide the high-quality air conditioning and heating services that keep you more comfortable when you need it. We strive to always meet and exceed customers' expectations, competency, and accountability, as well as satisfaction. So contact Liberty Air and Heat at 469-678-9444 or visit them on the web at libertyairandheat.com.
Well, there you go. 10:51 for possession for the Rangers in the third quarter. According to the Eagle Eye, that means the Mustangs only had the ball for 1 minute and 1 second in the third quarter. So they definitely have not been able to do anything, at least offensively. The defense is going to get tired too.
Absolutely, and outscored 20-0 there in the third quarter.
20-0 in the third quarter. Here is the kickoff for the Naaman Forest Rangers. Lots back. They go ahead and put it up high again. And this time it's going to be caught. They're going to go across the field on a pass. That was King. And now they'll run it to the 30, now to the 40, and get out of bounds at the 45-yard line. That was interesting. I mean, why not? I mean, you got to try something to get this thing kind of kick-started and trying to get going.
Yeah, you're right. You got to do something to get some momentum and some excitement on the team, though. It looks like we have a name and forest player down right now.
So a player down on the football field. So, yep. All right, so they're going to do that. We're going to do a quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We'll be right back.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show, and Mike, the score is 32-7 in favor of the Rangers as we start this fourth quarter. As the Mustangs having a rough night, they've still got a player down for the Rangers. Looks like number 24, Vila, is down. So he's up, so they'll get him off the sideline. They're looking at the knee, but it looks like he's walking off on his own power, so that's a good thing to see. We don't want to see that kind of stuff or any kind of injuries, especially where the game is right now.
Well, and not only that, just when a team, when you're limited personnel, one player going down makes a big difference.
Yep.
A lot of these players play on both sides of the ball, so one player going down might affect the position on both sides of the ball.
Ball at the 44-yard line of the Sachse Mustangs as they got the ball. First down and 10 as they get the snap. George with the pitch to the side. That's King, I think. I thought that was 11. We'll find out here in just a moment. So, yep, I think that was King because, yep, it was King. So, only a gain of about 2 or 3 on that play as King has been coming in on the running game for the Sachse Mustangs for the last few games and have been productive. But this time he's going to go to the court. Nope, he's going to be standing left to George. There's the snap. George going to go to the far side. Ball caught. Pushing up. I think that's Lockett. Yep, Lockett on the catch. And they're going to give him enough for the first down. They gave him forward progress. Stevens on the stop for the Rangers, so they'll move the chains.
Well, and in the backfield, you have George and King side by side. It's very easy to snap it to either one, so it can definitely keep some defenses off guard if they decide to do that.
As King is actually in the eye, but they get the snap, they're going to get it to King. King moving around the corner, trying to find a hole. He's going to push it up, and he picked up about 3 or 4 after he danced around there a little bit. As on the stop on the other side, I think it was Barnes. Yep, I was going that way. So Barnes on the stop for the Rangers.
Now King's not your typical running back, but he just got game experience, and he is good at holding on to that ball.
Austin's checked in. There's the snap. They hand it off, push it out. King gets the first down, pushes it down, to the 33-yard line. Barnes on the stop again for the Rangers. So little life here as far as the Rangers are concerned, moving the chains.
Well, and that's just it. You got to find a connection that works, and right now that's what's working. Don't change it.
So here come the Mustangs, 1st and 10. Ball tipped at the line. Number 10 for the Rangers with the tip, and we'll find out that's Cunnings, the running back. He's doing everything tonight.
You mean that Cunnings that has 166 yards rushing tonight?
And how many touchdowns does he have?
And he's down there on the defensive line knocking balls down.
Crazy. All right, so that brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the 34-yard line. They put the quick pass out. Ball caught out there by Scott. He's going to get right at that first down marker before he's pushed out of bounds there on the other side by the Rangers. And that was Stevens on the push out of bounds. So, nope, it's going to be just short. Wow. I mean, he hit it on the way out. So, wow, interesting. So it's 3rd down and 1 for the Mustangs. And there's going to be a false start, so they'll back them up for the Sachse Mustangs. And Heiser out there, he is the one responsible for the false start. We've seen him a lot on the defensive side of the ball. Not tonight. He's right there on the offensive line doing his work there, too.
Yeah, and that takes a manageable 3rd and 1, a good opportunity, and now it puts it at 3rd and 6, where it kind of changes your play calling here.
Well, it's 4th down territory anyway. They'll probably end up going at 3 far, 1 near for the Mustangs. And there's a fade pass to the side. He overthrew it. It was intended for Lockett as he got a little bit too much underneath there. And Stevens on the coverage for the Rangers. And so that does bring up a 4th down. I'm kind of interested on that play call at that moment instead of trying to keep it in bounds and maybe try to run a crossing route behind the defense, the second level of defense, to see if they could get the 1st down. But here's the 4th down play call. They go ahead. George gets the snap. He's rolling to the near side. Ball caught. That's Scott. He's going to take it to the 22-yard line. Good catch there by Scott as he secured the ball. And on the coverage on the other side was number 8. It was Irvin. So that brings up 1st down now for the Sachse Mustangs. As that good 3rd down play call.
Yeah, you just keep moving the ball, and it looks like Naaman Ford is going to take time out.
Yeah, they're going to take. They're not taking a timeout. They're taking a breather. I think that's probably what's going on there. So, quick breakout on the football field. We'll be right. Maybe we'll come back before then. We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as a little butt chewing, according to the Eagle Eye, but it wasn't the Mustang side. It was actually on the Ranger side.
Well, it wasn't for a breather. I mean, they sat the whole 3rd quarter, so they should be fully rested.
So they play both sides. Some play both sides of the field, but you are right. All right, so 1st down 10 for the Sachse Mustangs. Ball's on the 22-yard line of the Rangers. There's a pass, and it's caught by Scott. Scott, I hate when they get pulled down from behind like that. He's going to take it down to the 18-yard line. That's a hammy stretch every single time. But he picked up about 3 on that play, and he was brought down on the other side by Wesley.
Yeah, you always got to be careful. That was close to a horse collar as well.
It's 32-7 Rangers.
Is 32-7. Thank you. And they hand the ball off. On the other side, that's King. There's going to be a yellow hanky and a Holden. He actually got a hold of the face mask too. So these will offset. Again, the score. Thank you, Big Red. Is 32-7 with 9:06 left to go here in tonight's contest.
Yeah, they're going to get both sides. We're going to have face mask on Naaman Forest, and we're going to get a holding on Saxon. I'm trying to see who it is. And that's actually, they're going to get more on that.
With 9:06 left in the 4th quarter.
There's the call. Yep, 32-7. They're not going to get the face mask. Listen, that was, and his hands were in there. It's not like one of those little grasp ones, and they needed to have that call. We thought it was going to be offsetting, and that did not happen.
Yeah, they actually called 2 holdings on Saxon.
So it's 2nd down now, and they'll replay that one, back it up, and it'll be 2nd and 6 from looks like the 28-yard line. So still manageable here. Second and 16. Thanks, Bill. Ball snap and caught, and wow, ball caught there by the Sachse Mustangs, Quinn, and he's going to push it down, and they're going to give him to about the 15-yard line, which brings it kind of, what do you say? It's kind of manageable now before he was brought down there by Bird.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's a great play there and great blocking downfield from the offensive linemen as they were moving downfield to get in front of Scott to lead the block for him.
All right, so that brings up now 3rd down and 3 for the Mustangs. They need to get to the 13-yard line. They're in between the 15 and 16-yard line. They hand it off to King. King finding the hole, gets the 1st down, pushes it to the 5, now down to the 3, getting real close. The Sachse Mustangs trying to get back into it, at least get into the end zone and create some kind of positivity going into the rest of this game as the score is 32-7. The clock is continuing to run here with 8:13 left to go. Here they are to the line. 2 far, one near for the Mustangs. 2 in the backfield as well. They're going to hand it off and push it up and get in. Touchdown! Sachse Mustang. That's Harris. Little bus, minibus, gets in for the touchdown. So nice to see that. And here's the replay. He got hit initially off to the side, but they weren't able to wrap him up because he is such a big unit out there. I swear. So here's that weird setup where they line up differently.
They're shorter guys. Right now, Sachse only has 10 players on the field.
So there goes the snap. They get it off to the side, and big pop and picked up and out of bounds. So incomplete on the pass. Not sure what that was, but I guess it was just them doing a change in the play. So quick breakout on the football field as the Sachse Mustangs get up on the board again. It's 32-13 though in favor of the Rangers. We'll be right back.
At Wesson General Contracting Incorporated, we're your one-stop shop for all your general contracting needs. We are locally owned and with over 20 years of experience, so roofing, gutters, sidings, fence staining, painting, foundation problems, or roof damage are no problems at all. Give us a call at 214-200-5588. That's 214-200-5588. Wesson General Contractors.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as we get set here as the everything's been kind of a little bit different. We might see an onside kick here. Maybe see if they get the opportunity.
And you might need to. You know what? But if I'm naming force, I put Cunning's right up front there because he's been jack of all trades tonight. I mean, right now he's got 22 carries for 166 yards. He's got 3 tackles to go with that. Pass deflection. So he is okay. I don't know what's going on here, but they're putting the ball back down at the extra point.
They are doing that.
Matter of fact, they're taking the kicking teams off the field for the kickoff.
And they took the point
because of that flag that should have been thrown.
Maybe.
For the illegal man.
And maybe, they don't flag you if you don't have enough. They only flag you, I think, if you go over. So the question here is number 4. So so they are going to replay the extra point, which is good for the Mustangs. They're going to be lined up in a kind of a traditional setting. 3 far, 1 near for the Mustangs. As they hand the ball off, get it to Harris, and Harris unable to get in there. Actually, I think that was Norberg, now that I think about it. Let's see, as they unpile. Nope, it was Harris. So it's still no good. All right, so quick breakout on the football field as we did the commercial, but we'll be back here for another one. We'll be right back.
I love it when they do that because I know what that's all about. I know what that's all about.
We are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show. As I think we actually got kicked off of that commercial, but that's okay. We're all right. So our, believe it or not, our internet's held up pretty well, even though we're on the hot spots here tonight. So no internet connection at all within the system. So we actually had to do this, and it seems like it's held up fairly well here tonight as we are with 8:02 left to go here in tonight's contest. And the Mustangs are down 32-13 after that unsuccessful extra point or setup going for 2.
Well, yeah, it looks like Damon Force is setting up for that onside as well.
They are. Yep, they set up for the onside and they got the ball and they go down directly, and they'll have the ball at the 46-yard line to start this drive. And I don't think we'll see a lot of passing. I think all we're going to see is running, as they're going to try to run the clock out and try to get out of here. At the same time, you got to be careful of injuries and things of that sort. You want to make sure you don't get any injuries to your to your main portion of your team, especially that offensive line.
Well, you still got the starters in there. You got Perales coming in. Cunnings is still coming back in. But I think it's going to be a big dose of Cunnings for the remainder of this game.
Absolutely. And they'll take that time off of the clock, which is what they really want to do, and see what ends up setting up. Wide receiver set, 2 far, 1 near for the Rangers as they get set, and it is Cunnings in the backfield. Nope, they're going to pass it. There we go, thinking again. Ball almost caught there by Turner, but it was a little bit behind him and a little bit low.
Well, and he was wide open there, as I think Sachse was expecting that run too, as they had everybody up on the line.
It's probably the reason why they did that, knowing that what they were going to be expecting, kind of throw them off on the oddball.
Well, and if Perales hits him in stride, then that's another touchdown.
Yes,
but because there was nobody around him. But I think even Perales was surprised that he was so wide open, and he just wanted to rush to get it out there.
So here they go, and they hand off to Cunnings. Cunnings pushing up the middle. He's got wow, and there goes the ref. The ref even ate a little bit of it. He gets up. Seems to be okay though. He took it up and no problem grabbing the ball. He's like, let's do it.
Well, and the I guess we're going to put the tackle in the stat book as a referee.
Yeah, the umpire on that one.
As he he actually saved a touchdown.
There you go. So hey, sometimes you got to find an advantage where you can.
And it wasn't like he just got knocked over. He was underneath that pile.
He was. There's a high snap. Morales is going to go pass over the head of the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete. As Norberg there on the coverage for the Mustangs. So ball was intended for Flores, yep. And Norberg was out there.
And Norberg is a little shaken up as Flores is a pretty big kid for a receiver, and he came down on Norberg pretty hard there.
So substitutions out there for the Mustangs defense. And they get the play call from the sideline. Morales now looking things over, 2 near, 1 far, setting up pretty much for Cummings, but they're just waiting on it. They know they're going to be playing that defense, to stop the run. So watch out for it. Is it going to be play up? Nope. Yellow hanky. It's going to be a delay of game, and they did take a long time for that play to get set up and gone. And that was second down. They didn't get really anything on first down, so there you go.
Well, and the bad thing about this is the clock's not running. And that's what Naaman Force wants to do, is they want that clock to keep running. And you had an incomplete pass. Now you have to delay a game all while the clock stops. So you're going backwards.
So maybe the plan of throwing and catching them off guard is a good idea, but as far as running that time, there goes the time. It started up.
You know what? It's a good idea if it's. I don't know why the clock is starting. It was after an incomplete pass.
And we've had this problem all through the night. There's been clock runnings when they shouldn't be.
See, now the officials stopping the play after about 20 seconds gone off.
Now they're resetting the play clock, not the time clock.
Yes, that's
now
correct.
They just stopped the time clock. They're going to reset the time clock. Let's see where they place it. All right, so the 7:25 is what I think he said.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what it was at. And the Whitecap is the one that actually started that clock, so it was actually his error. There it goes. They got it. All
right, 7:25. It's 32-7 in favor of the Rangers over the Mustangs right now. They have the ball at the 49-yard line of the Mustangs. Here comes second down and 14. They hand the ball off, and Cunnings around the corner. Look at he's just pushing off of the attempted tackles from the Mustangs, and Cunnings picked up quite a bit on that play. So they'll move that ball, and on the stop there was Creasy. Brings up third down. What looks to that, and that was second down and 15. He gained about 7, so we're looking about third down about 8 for the Rangers here. So let's see what the defense. Let's see if the defense can try to hold them out. Let's see what happens. Perales looking for the pass. He's going to roll, throws it deep down the field. Ball caught at the 25-yard line, tackled at the 22, and Norberg there on the stop, preventing the big play, and it was Flores on the catch for the Rangers.
Yeah, and Armstead was actually in position, and then he kind of trailed off of that play. I think if he had continued with that play, he would have been right in front of that pass.
So it's going to be first down and 10 for the Rangers. Ball's on the 20-yard line. Let's see here. 6:50 left to go in tonight's game. 32-13 in favor of the Rangers, and they are threatening once again. Too far, one near for the Rangers. And they get the snap, hand it to Cunnings around the corner, and this time he's wrapped up. 3 or 4 of them right there. Brunswick, Brumbaugh, and Chain right there on the stop for the Mustangs.
Well, if you remember, this game was a 12-7 game at halftime with a lot of optimism, thinking, here come out in the second half and get something going. But this has been the story of Sachse all year so far, is just the struggle that they've had coming out of the second half and having struggling third quarters, because this was a game until we got into the third quarter.
That big interception by the Rangers when they were in scoring position, the Mustangs were, that took a lot of air out of the sails. All right, here's Sprouse. He's back to pass. Now he's going to run. Nope, now he throws it, and ball's tipped and caught at the 8-yard line. If it went bad by luck, they have no luck at all. It was Camden George that tipped it and went right into his hands.
Yeah, and that was Flores that made the catch, and great concentration on Flores. As Flores was actually on the ground, and that ball was tipped, and it wasn't like he was right next to him when he tipped. He was like 3-4 yards away from him, tipped it, and was still able to catch that.
Just saw the replay on that, and he was like, man, what do we got to do? We tipped it. I mean, come on, let's go. But, all right, so that brings up now first down. It's first down and goal. Ball's at the 8-yard line for the Rangers. 2 near, 1 far for the wide receiver set, and there's the snap, and the Mustangs are on him, but Peerless gets around the corner and gets out of trouble before he's knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Good thing he didn't hit him too hard out of bounds. That was yet another mental error right there.
You know what? He was getting ready to hit him hard, but then as soon as he got right up on top of him, he's tried to hold him. So definitely made an effort not to forcibly knock him out.
There it is. Yep, he let up. So that was a good play there, not to get the penalty. And that's going to bring up second down and goal from about the 5-yard line. That'll be all about ball placement. I can't see. Yep, right at the 5-yard line. So the Rangers threatening once again here in this game. And they get the snap. Hand it off to Cunnings. Nope, play action. Ball thrown and caught, but pushed down to only about the 3-yard line after a minimal gain. Johnson on the catch, and Norberg had to bring it down.
we talked about going into this drive that, okay, we're going to see a lot of running plays. They've only run the ball once in this whole drive. They've thrown every play, so I'm not sure what their name and force's goal is to do.
Stuff. I mean, this is a good time, if you're going to work on something, but at the same time, this is a time when you work on something, that's when people get hurt. So, interestingly enough, they're just, if you get the opportunity to work on some things that you need to, I guess you got to run and do it. So, let's see what happens here now. 2 near, 1 far for the Rangers. Watch out for, and there's going to be a timeout. And I think even the Rangers called that timeout, but that one was going to be. I've fully seen how that was. There was going to be a crossing pattern right across the middle as the defender was playing off of him on the left-hand side. He had a clear shot right to midfield, right in the middle of the end zone. So, all right, so with the breakout on the football field, we'll take the quick break here on the Couch Potato Sports Show.
32-13.
And your Sachse Mustangs radio network. We'll be right back.
Want to know why Bill and I look so great on our broadcast? Check out K-West Designs on Facebook to find out why. Check out all the samples that Kelly has up so you can see, especially if you have a special occasion that needs something original or design or something that says, this is our moment. Check out K-West Designs on Facebook or give Kelly a call at 469-601-5856. That's 469-601-5856. K-West Designs.
We are back. We are back. It is 32-13 in favor of the Rangers. 4:27 left to go in this one. As the Rangers now third down and goal. Here's Peerless. He's looking there. He's going to throw it to the corner. Ball caught. Touchdown. Turner on the reception as he just took it. I think that's Norbert out there.
No.
I think Norbert was going for the no, it wasn't.
It was Bronston.
Bronston was going for that interception. Here's the replay. And Yeah, well, he was trying to knock it out of his hand. So touchdown.
Well, and that's actually a pretty throw, as you were able to put it right over the top of Bronson into the receiver's hands.
So bringing on the kicking unit. As we get set here. New dude, we don't have this guy's number. Haven't had it all night, but we'll get it all set. They bring on the kicking unit. The kick goes up, and this one was almost blocked, but it is good. So that extends the lead for the Rangers to 39-13 with 4:20 left to go here in the game. We'll be right back.
At the Jerry Bullet Training Center, we are a motivated team of coaches with the mindset of helping you achieve and reach your highest goals. Having developed and trained over 100 Division I athletes as well as Division II athletes, even professional athletes, the Bullet team definitely has the knowledge and mindset to take you to the next level. Check out our new 22,000 square foot facility and 3,000 square foot weight room, along with 4,500 square feet of outdoor turf and covered training area, along with football and soccer field. Contact Melvin Bullitt at 214-326-7853 or visit their facility just outside of Waterview at 8900 Princeton Road in Rowlett.
Oh, it is.
It's her first year, isn't it? Yeah, my daughter's going to be first grade. And it's called Emerson?
All right, we are back here on the Couch Potato Sports Show as the Mustangs are getting another opportunity to see what they can do offensively as they go ahead and kick it up. And it's going to be handled right there and picked up. That's King. Didn't call for the fair catch, and he's going to be, beaten up there by 5 Rangers there at the 31-yard line. So next week, the Mustangs are on the bye. Have an opportunity to get some rest, get healthy, because there's some key players missing out on the football field for the Mustangs.
Well, and not only that, it's a gut check.
That too?
You're going to be 1-5 going into your last 4 games of the year, and you're going to need every one of those games if you want to have a chance to get into the playoffs.
All right, so here come the Mustangs going right to left on your internet radio dial. First down and 10. As they go ahead and give it to Georgia, and they get a little shuttle right to Scott as he was in motion, and he just tossed it right up in the air. Scott takes that all the way down. Gain of 9 on the end around there for the Mustangs, and there are many players out there on the stop, but it was, who is that, Frere? For the stop for the Rangers. Brings up now a 2nd down and 1, a gain of 9 on first down. As they get set, too far, too near for the Mustangs. Man in motion again. This time it is Hanks, I guess. Yeah, right around the corner, end around again. He's going to push it down. He'll get the first down, and they'll go to about the 47-yard line. So 2 quick plays, 2 quick running. Toss the ball, hit the lineman on the outside. Who was that? Hit number 75. Hit Escobar. He's like, hey, what's going on? No, 75 on our side. That was Dabney. All right, so here comes first down and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Mustangs. Low snap picked up, though, given to King. King going to try to get around the corner. He's met with 2 of them. Rangers number 9 on the stop. That was Prague. And let's see, the other side also Ivory. So brings up now 2nd down. That's a loss of 2 for the Mustangs there, so bringing up 2nd down as they move on here. That play didn't develop as much as they probably wanted it to, obviously. But they're trying to throw some different looks at this Ranger defense. So that brings up now, it's going to be 2nd down and about 12 yards for him to go. Too far, too near for the Mustangs here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap, back to pass George, but there's going to be Yellow Hanky out on the football field. That's going to be a false start because they stopped the whole thing. No, delay of game. Thank you, Bill. And the clock stopped at 2:45 left to go in this one as they back it up even more. Makes it 2nd down and a long 17.
Yeah, and Saxon's only had 90 total offensive yards here in the second half so far. To over 200 yards for Naaman Forest.
George with the pass overthrew Hanks out at about midfield. Ball falls incomplete. And it'll bring up now third down. Thought that was third down. Thanks, there it is. I see it up on the board. Thanks there, Big Red. All right, so it brings up third down. Still same amount, 17 yards to go as the clock is at 2:35. This one's almost over as there's the snap. George back the pass. Ball caught by Hanks. Hanks going to push it up. He's going to get to, he loses the ball, and they fight for it, and I think the Mustangs came up on top of that one, so they're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage for fourth down. That's just kind of like what's happened all night, whether it's fumbled, not holding on the ball.
Yeah. This is the fifth time they've let go of that ball, so that's something that they're definitely going to need to work on.
What was that, Big Red?
First time they got it back.
Yeah, first time they got it back. Good point. So it does bring up fourth down. They bring on the kicking unit. As the clock continues to run, the play clock just finally started. There it goes. It was on 20, not 25, so I'm not sure what that's all. But we've had clock issues all night long here, but it's really kind of irrelevant. And nobody is going to be back for the Rangers. Yellow hanky false start. I'll back them up even more as no one was back at all. There they go. So they'll back them up. So again, next week we're on the bye-in. Who we have after that? I forget. Is it South? Is it South Garland? North Garland.
North Garland at home.
North Garland at home. So over back at Homer B. Johnson Stadium, where we actually have an internet connection. So maybe will be good. But we've been on all night. Amazing. Hey, good stuff there. Thanks, Verizon. Free plug, you bums. Anyway, fourth down and forever. Now they got a guy back. And that's Flores, I think. Nope, it's not. It's Turner. Turner back. And there we go, having problems again with. All right, so a timeout. All right, so a timeout on the football field. We'll be back here on the Couch Potato
Fit
Sports
Body
Show.
Boot Camp located in Sachse. The solution is here. Fast, long-lasting weight loss results and the healthy lifestyle you need to keep them. The key to your fat loss success is our signature afterburn workouts, as well as support and motivation from our world-class coaches, and an easy-to-follow nutrition program to help you keep the fat off. Visit your local Fit Body Boot Camp in Sachse today to see the difference for yourself, or give us a call at 214-463-3005. That's 214-463-3005. Fit Body Boot Camp, Sachse.
49-14, according to the Eagle Eye. That's the
Rowlett
Eagles. So they're going to try to get their second win of the season.
They really should change the whole school name.
So, yeah, there you go. All right, so.
Actually, it'll be Rowlett's first win of the season, won't it?
Yeah, it's first win. That's right. You're right.
They'll be 1-5.
1-5, and what will probably end up here tonight. Yep. So. And Rowlett will be behind Sachse because that's who they beat. So they go ahead, put a boot in it. That flies, and it's going to take a Mustang. Well, it started with a Mustang bounce and then came back. So the Rangers, they will just run the clock out now. There'll be no reason to do this, and there'll be a problem. They'll take the knees and head on out of here. So.
A positive takeaway from this is that Sachse actually kept it under 40 points.
There you go. So there you go.
They're going to bring that average of points given up down just a tad.
And I love that notification. I got one of those screaming goats at work, so when people get a little bit too feisty at U-Haul, I push the goat. I actually have the little figurine of the goat, and I push the goat. All right, they hand it off. Cummings around, coming there, and he's going to be tackled after about a gain of 1, and they'll have to do one more play, and that'll be it for that one as Holland on the stop for the Rangers. Oh, he was running it.
Yeah, they've actually taken Cunning out. They put Holland as a running back.
I don't know why they're stopping the clock.
We got a player down for Sachse.
for Sachse. Where's he at?
Right here. Right. We got number 99 down right now. It
Yes,
looks like
I see him right there. There he is.
it's the leg there.
It's the leg. All right, quick break. We'll be back here on the Couch
The
Potato
prospect
Sports.
of retirement can be exciting and scary at the same time. At Nest Egg Wealth Advisors, we have found many people either approaching or currently in retirement fail to truly maximize some of the benefits offered to them, primarily Social Security. What is it? How does it work? It's simply not a benefit that you start receiving at age 62. Because these decisions are so important, my firm has assembled an informational packet on Social Security. If you would like a complimentary copy of Social Security Maximization, please give our office a call today at 972-412-6064 or visit us on the web at nesteggadvice.com.
Back. Players up and going. That was Rodriguez, I think. 99?
Yes.
Rodriguez. And he's up and running. So that's a good thing. Good to see him. He's off, he's an awful big guy. You don't want to lose him on the defensive side of the ball for any given period of time.
Well, he looks like he's walking off okay, no limp or anything. So hopefully maybe it was just a cramp or something.
And they're still walking off, and they're getting ready to do the play with half the medical staff out on the football field still. So, all right, so they're getting ready. This will be the final play of the game, as they should be just set to take the knee, and they do. All right, and that's going to do it. So, that being said, make sure you check us out on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. until noon, as we will go through all the games of the NFL. We'll talk about Tua. Should he have been playing? Should he have not? I actually got an opinion after listening to half of the nonsense that people were talking about, and it's totally something different than what they were talking about. So I'll just tease that for Sunday morning. So and you're going to a football. Oh, your daughter's football game. They're winning tonight, right?
Next Friday, yeah, they're up 56-10 right now. Frisco Emerson's beating Carrollton Creekview, which will take them to 6-0.
So for Big Red, Butch Wesson, as well as the Eagle Eye Bill Son, I'm Sonny Clark. Everybody have yourself a great night. We'll catch you in 2 weeks for coverage of the Sachse Mustangs. But that being said, you can catch us on Sunday the next 2 weeks on the Couch Potato Sports Show. We're out here, everybody.